everybody? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you guys can hear me. You can. Awesome. How you all doing tonight? I hope you had a great holiday. As you can see, we are playing some more Fallout 4 VR tonight. Now, it's Tuesday. It's going to be our VR night. Of course, I'll be reverting back to my normal schedule tomorrow on Wednesday. We'll be playing, of course, some Fallout 4 modded, checking out the new sim settlements. They got some cool stuff coming out at the end of the year as well. I can't wait to try that out with a whole bunch of cool mods as well. So we'll be back to that tomorrow, of course. Also checking out 7 Days to Die. We're going to be going on our server. We're going to see what everybody's been up to. They've been over there having lots of fun. I can't wait to get back in there. I love that game, and it's really, really fun. We've got some other games to check out as well. We're going to check out some Warframe this week. We're also going to play some PUBG, and I'm going to have to check out our Dark and Light server because I haven't been on there in forever. There's only so much time. I wish there was more time in my day so I could play more games, but you know, you only got so much time in the day. At least I do, because I got to go from doing this to taking care of the kids to working on stuff behind the scenes and getting those videos uploaded and getting them going and all of that stuff every day. But I try my best. I try my best to play as many games with you guys as possible. So let's go ahead and say hello to everybody in the chat. Who's in the chat right now? We've got Buckmint saying Merry Day After Christmas. Thank you, Buckmint. Merry Happy Holidays to you. Can't wait for New Year's coming up as well. That's going to be fun. Now, I will be off on New Year's Day. I actually remembered I was supposed to be off Christmas Eve, but I forgot. I forgot, and then I told you guys I was going to give away some stuff, and once I make a commitment to give away stuff, that's it. I don't back out of it. So yes, I will be off on New Year's Eve. So that Sunday I will be off. But I will be here all the rest of the days. Thank you, Amethyst Laney, for the host. Appreciate the love. Now, also, I've pinned my schedule now to my Twitter page. So I might as well throw the Twitter page in the chat, or you can just go !Twitter in there. Go over there. It will be pinned to the top, so you guys will always know what times I'm streaming, what I'm streaming, at what times, and all that kind of stuff. As well. Now, the times are, you know, flexible. Because sometimes I'll stream till 11:30, 12 on Fallout. Sometimes I'll run long. Sometimes I'll go a little bit shorter. So it's around, just think of it as ish. So around 11:30, 12-ish. That I will stop one game and then start another. I don't hard start on other games, usually. Because I do get involved in certain things, and I want to finish those certain things before I end the stream for that section and then go on to something else. So we got lots of stuff planned for this week. Going to have a lot of fun. Again, I hope you had amazing holidays. Hello to Chen. I see Jazz Sands says festive greeting. Jazz Sands backing me up. Today we got Andre Verse. Hey, Kismet, glad I could pop in. Always great to see you, Andre Verse. And congrats on that win, by the way, as well. Some sweet loot. Now, I do have some more stuff to give away, but, you know, it's kind of random giveaways for the rest of the year here. If I decide to give away something tonight, you never know. You never know. So be in the stream. You never know what kind of random cool stuff I might give out. So there you go. There you go. Now, of course, if you do have giveaways you want to give to the stream, to give out to the awesome Kismet Army, to the team here, all you have to do is contact me via Discord. You can go ahead and go !Discord in the chat to be able to access that as well. Just go ahead and whisper me over there what you want to donate, or if you want to send me physical copies of stuff, I do have a P.O. box that you can send that to as well. So there you go. Let's see who else. We got Amethyst saying hi in the chat. We got Pimp of the Dead. Hey, belated Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, Pimp of the Dead. Thank you, buddy. Long-time supporter of the stream. Thanks for being here tonight. Now, I was actually in Bearded Guys Gaming channel earlier. Those guys always make me laugh. So, if you ever need a laugh, you go over there. You just hang out in their channel. They're really fun. Let's give them a shout-out, by the way, mods. Let's give them a shout-out. They always make me laugh. Every time I go, it doesn't take more than like 30 seconds before they make me laugh. Which is funny, whether I say anything in the chat or not, or I'm just listening in on what they're doing. So I went over there and I was talking to them a bit about VR, and I was saying probably the experience is much more awesome for me. I mean, it's still cool to watch, but it is much more awesome for me because I really feel like I'm in the Fallout universe, and that's the whole point of VR, right? Is to give you that feeling like you're really there, and then you can manipulate items at a much more detailed level when you're doing like settlements or placing items and things like that. I think that's its biggest strength. And of course, if you guys all had HTC Vives at home, and then Twitch could have, of course, broadcast it, that would be amazing also. But we're going to have some fun tonight. Now, we're doing a Wasteland Tycoon run. Now, I'm like level 16 or 17. I can't remember. And I'm already making about 30 or 40,000 bottle caps every few days in game. So I am raking in the cashola. Now, because I'm so low level, though, is I can't really maximize that yet. I've got to get about level 30, about level 40 before I can start to maximize buying and selling stuff with that, because I need the strong back perk so I can travel while very overburdened and buy a lot of stuff while overburdened, as well as I need to get caps collectors so that I can invest in all of my vendors. So we got a ways to go, but we're going to be super looting. We're going to be, of course, questing. We're going to be getting in all sorts of trouble. Let's do it right now. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Make sure I didn't miss anybody in chat. Crazy Aussie saying hi in chat as well. And if I get real echoey, that's because I forget to move my microphone. So if I get closer and I forget to move my microphone, let me know. I noticed that in one of my recordings that I got up at the end of the stream and I forgot to push my microphone back. I will try to remember, but you know, it's iffy. Now I can see your guys' chat and I can see all the alerts and everything in VR because I've superimposed it into VR, which wasn't easy. And it runs behind the scenes here, a whole bunch of programs to make that work. All right, let's go ahead and put our headset on. Oh, man, that's cool. Every single freaking time. Every time you put it on is totally awesome. There's few things in life that are like that are awesome every single time. All right, everybody. So right now, let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's go ahead and check and see if we got the right ones. Oh, I got my controllers mixed. You know, I can tell because your gun is usually right hand and then your Pip-Boy left hand, though you can kind of fool around with it if you want. Now, where do we leave off here? See, you got my buddy Preston hanging out. We got that dude. Now, Preston here is actually max affection now. So I don't really want to run with Preston. You guys got to remind me. You guys got to remind me if we go to that one location who now is escaped my brain. I know where it is, though. It's down here. It's down here somewhere. It's off the Atom Cats. Where them Atom Cats at? Right down here. Norhagen. Down here. It's right off Quincy. There it is. It's in my brain finally. When we go to Quincy, let's get Preston and bring him with us. But for right now, we need to get rid of Preston and we need to get another companion. Now, why do we need to do that? And that's because we've already got his maximum perk. So we don't really need to kind of level up his affection anymore. That's why I haven't really geared him up a lot, because I knew eventually I would just park him somewhere. But it's like he's got some over his head, though, so let's go ahead and talk to him real quick. Let me go ahead and get rid of my weapon first, though. There we go.
Hey.
What is it?
Wait there.
I'll stand ready.
No, I want to talk to you.
Hi.
Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
Oh, yeah, the castle. Later.
I'll think about it and get back to you.
Your call. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
Now
I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In
Sounds
the
good.
meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Awesome. Now, the second I get rid of him as a companion, when he's in this quest, I will no longer be able to get him as my companion, which really, really sucks. Especially if you geared him out and you gave him a bunch of epic stuff and you got him all ready to go, and then he gets stuck on that castle quest and you're screwed. You are screwed-a-rooney, everybody. Now, I haven't even made it by the castle yet. That is really far away from where I'm at. I'm up here. I haven't even done a whole bunch of stuff here in the middle. We've got other things to discover here. We got some stuff to discover down here. But the castle is way, way down here, right there. And we are not going to be able to get that right now. Definitely not. Actually, I think this is where the Atom Cats is. Down there somewhere. Down there somewhere. My brain is not functioning on all cylinders today, but that is nothing new. That is nothing new. All right. So we're at Greentop Nursery right now. Now, we actually unlocked 2 settlements at once. So we went to Greentop Nursery, and then it said, hey, you've got to go help the other settlement, which is this way. And we also got a quest for Outpost Zamanda. But you got to go help the other settlement, which is... Where the heck did my other settlements go? Where'd they go? Now, if you do show supply lines, you can see all your stuff. So, we did that one. We got Oberlin Station. Oh, yes, the Sunshine Tidings. That was the other one we did. All right. So we went and helped Sunshine Tidings, which, of course, then brings you back to Green Top Nursery, which, of course, gets us Green Top Nursery as well. Now, they're completely unconnected right now, so they're not getting the benefit of any of the resources. And we've got 2 people here at Sunshine, and we've got 2 people here at Green Top Nurseries. Now, the first thing we need to do is establish a link. Now, I could, of course, link it right here to 10 Pines, which is the closest one. Which is what I'm going to do. So we're going to go ahead and find someone standing around doing a whole lot of nothing. Now, if they're named mobs, you can't necessarily utilize them for this. And we've got a bunch of stuff here we will scrap. See if there's anybody in here. No. Now, you might notice that I am seated, by the way, and I'm playing seated. That's because I have chronic vertigo. So I cannot be standing around for 500 hours while I play Fallout 4. That is just not going to happen. Of course, you guys would enjoy me falling on my face, and there's no guarantee that I'm not going to fall on my face even while seated. So that's always a good reason to tune in and see if Kismet falls on his face from his vertigo. All right, so this guy right here is just standing around. He's doing food, so I'm going to go ahead and set him up as the supply line, and I'm going to go ahead and send him to 10 Pines. Now, the reason why I did that is so that I have instant access to all of my resources. Notice, oh, missed it. Notice how all of a sudden I can do 39 radio beacons. That's right, 39 radio beacons, which is pretty awesome. There we go. There's that shout out for BJJ. He's trying his eyes, really wants to get into VR. Yeah. Oculus Rift can work with Fallout 4, but you need some input. I'm not sure it's worth an extra $250 to get the Vive or not. I think it is. I would definitely get the Vive. 1, because it's not connected to Facebook. That would be my first reason. And number 2 would be that it is far superior. I was lucky enough to try the Oculus, and at least the older version of the Oculus. I haven't tried the latest version, so, you know, disclaimer. But the Vive is phenomenal, and it just straight works. And that's what I like about it. Now, I had to tweak my my graphic settings for my graphic card and do a lot of that stuff. But the Vive just simply works. I plugged it in, I ran it through the settings, it installed all the stuff, and bam, it started working. Those are the kind of products that I can endorse, hands down, without any further need to try to embellish upon it. Because it just works. You plug it in, bam, it works. That's all I want from a product. I want it to be awesome, and I want it to just work. I don't want to spend 4 hours trying to get it to work. Now, of course, Windows screwed up my drivers when I tried to redo my setup. That was Windows' fault, not the Vive's fault. So I did have to reinstall there. So disclaimer there, but still, that is a Windows problem and not a Vive problem. The Vive has worked flawlessly and fantastically so far. Now, again, what do I get if I tell you this? What if you buy Sony Vive? Do I get anything out of it? Nope. And that's how you can trust my feedback on it, is because I get $0 if you get one. It doesn't benefit me at all, other than I know that you're going to get a good product and you're not going to regret it. At least I think you wouldn't regret it. Now, you know, maybe it's not your thing. Maybe it's not your thing. Maybe you would rather have the Oculus. But in my opinion, the Vive, and I've tried the old school VR, by the way, the original VR back in the day. I have tried that. I have tried all of the current ones, except for the new PlayStation one. That one I have not tried. And the Vive is pretty fantastic. I have to give it to them. It is pretty fantastic. The setup is great. I love the controllers are really great. You'd think they would get real heavy, but they really don't. They're actually fairly lightweight. I like the precision of them and how you can turn and grab certain things. A great example is this. Watch this. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to grab this item right here. Right here. I'm going to grab this item, and I'm going to move it over, and then I'm just going to go like this. Now, I can pick it up and manipulate it, right? And put it right there on the desk, right? So that's fairly easy. That's a flat object. But what about something more complex, right? What about this bucket? So I'm going to go and pick this bucket up, and I can fool around with the various bucket, right? I can go ahead and manipulate the bucket. I can rotate it. I can do all of that stuff with the controller very easily by the touch pads. right? And I can move it further away from me if I want, and I can kind of tell it exactly where I want it to be. I think that is really, really well done. Not that I'm going to leave that there, because I'm literally going to get rid of everything in this whole entire place. But you get the idea. It's very precise. I love the fact that it's super, super precise. Now, I could actually rotate it as well. Now, when you're in this mode, by the way, when you're grabbing stuff, right? Oh, let me get out of there. There we go. When you're grabbing stuff and moving stuff in this mode, it works more like building mode, right? Where you're just kind of doing this kind of mode, right? Where you're moving it around, you can scrap it, that kind of stuff. But if you get out of here and you're out of this mode, you can pick it up and manipulate it in complete 3D. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That is awesome. And then I can manually go over here and I could set it upside down if I wanted to, right? I could set it upside down. I could pick it up and say, oh, and see the interface with the physics there. Let's grab that. Let's get this spoon. Let's put the spoon in the bucket. I mean, that alone is worth VR right there. The precision of the three-dimensional interaction with it is awesome. Is awesome. Look at that. I take the spoon out of there. I can set it down. I can get the bucket again, and I can grab with both controllers, by the way. With both controllers, you can manipulate items, right? Like so. And I picked that item up, by the way. And so on. So I think the VR is awesome in that way. Now, I'm getting a much more exciting view than you guys, because it really feels 3D to me. It really feels like I'm standing in this building. And that's what you want in VR. You want it to be easy. You want to be able to simply just plug it in, play the game, quit screwing around. You don't want to fool around with drivers. You don't want to fool around with Facebook. And who knows what other materials that they're collecting from your personal information. All of that stuff. I would rather not have anything connected to any kind of social service, because who knows what they're mining when you're not looking. Who knows what data they're mining when you're not looking on your system or something. I don't know. I don't know. Just allegedly. Not going to say for sure, but I don't know. Which company is the more trustworthy company? I don't know. I don't know. But for me, I would go with the Vive hands down any day of the week. Any day of the week. And Fallout 4 is a really great first VR game to play, because you know, if you like Fallout the series, and you really wanted to get kind of a fresh play through it again, and have some fun doing that, I definitely recommend Fallout 4 VR. Now, if you buy the Vive, you can actually get Fallout for $60, right? Get it for free. And I know some people are like, well, it sucks to have to buy it again and all of that. It does kind of suck. But, again, I bought the Vive and I got the Fallout 4 with it. So basically it saved me $60, which is pretty awesome. I'll take that any day of the week. And then also I got an Amazon gift card. $100 Amazon gift card, which made it even more worth my while. Now, you might be like, Kismet, where'd you get all this money? Oh, thank you so much for that 100-bit share. Kismet, where'd you get all this money? What a big bada boom come in. Crazy Authy, now you're chat overlord. Where'd you get all this money to buy the Vive and all this stuff? Well, I haven't really paid for it. I put it on the credit card because I YOLO'd it for Christmas, as you can see by that bar right up there at the top of the screen. But such is life. You know, sometimes you just got to take a risk in life, you know. That credit card bill is going to show up in January. I'm hoping I can raise enough funds to pay for it, but, you know, in life, sometimes that's what you do, right? That's what you do. You just take a risk, because I really did want to play it. I really wanted to show you guys what it's like here on stream, and it's super fun. Why can I only go over? Oh, it must be overburdened. Yes, you're carrying too much. You can't move. All right, all right, all right. Let's go ahead and just move right here, and I'll show you a quick way of doing this. Let's go into crafting. I love putting these all over my settlements. These little stoves. Put the little stoves down. Get out of there. Transfer. Boom. Drop it all in there. Store all the junk. And there we go. No longer overburdened. Out of there again. All right. Awesome. Looking good. So let's keep on going. And again, oh, always turns my light off when I'm trying to get in the workbench. All right. And I try to get everything as I go. If I need this stuff, I will come back and rebuild it. But if I don't If I don't need it right this second, you know, it's better to scrap it all just to kind of clear it out of your settlement to get whatever resources you can utilize right now for the stuff that you need now, and then worry about the stuff you need later, obviously later. So there we go. We can also just store these, by the way. But it does take longer to store them than just to pick them up and then put in the workbench later, but there we go. Now, another cool thing about VR is you can actually look around in 3D. So instead of me rotating the camera up and down, I can just literally rotate my head up and down. I try to keep my head as still as possible as well for you guys, so you don't have that motion sickness, though VR does cause motion sickness sometimes, so just be aware of that. And again, I have mine set up so I can play in a seated position. Look at that, how I can just turn my head. That's so cool. I do have mine set up so I can play in a seated position. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask again, who was it who told me about the controller? How do I adjust my controller again? I was trying to do that today again, and I couldn't find it again. How do I adjust my controller so it's smoother, so it doesn't just jump? Someone told me how to do that. I thought I wrote it down somewhere, but I forgot. If somebody could say it in chat, and if mods could grab it and whisper it to me on Discord again, because I forget. I get older. What can I say? I forget. I forget stuff. Scrap it. Scrap it. I don't leave anything. Taking all their beds away. Yes. Let's get over here. What do we got? Some buff out. Again, just go around the settlement and scrap everything. It's one of my favorite parts, by the way. I especially like it here in VR because you have kind of like what I call laser scrapping, right? So you aim it at the item with your little laser. Like right now there is a water pump right there. I can grab it from way over here, use my thumb. See my little thumb, the little green circle means that's where my thumb is. Move it over this way from really far away, which I really, really like. It feels much more precise, too. If it's going to let me put it over here. There we go. It feels much more precise scrapping-wise, because you know what you're aiming at as opposed to just kind of fuddling with it, which is what you normally do. All right, let's go take a walk around here. Can't get rid of that one. That sucks. Oh, move that out of there. I move that out. Now, I like to walk around the outside edge like this to see what's going on in the back. Again, try to see if anything that's outside the settlement can also be gotten. Great example is this kind of stuff here. All right, on the edge. Sometimes it'll let you get it, and sometimes it won't. Like this one right here will not let me get any of this. All of this can't be scrapped. Otherwise, it would highlight that I can scrap it. And there's not much scrap here at not Grey Garden, but Greentop Nursery. But there's a good amount of stuff here. And I like to scrap every little bit of it. You know, this is like one of my favorite pastimes of just scrapping stuff at all the settlements. I never get tired of it. It's enjoyable every single time. And again, sometimes it won't let you get this stuff. Or you just have to find, or you just got to find the magic spot where you can actually move it, right? Where you can actually loot it. Now, I've noticed that in the main game there is a little bit difference at some of the settlements on what you can and can't loot as well. So be wary of that when you're playing. Again, try to get it, see if it's right on the edge. Nothing there. Notice I'm doing the outside first. Of course, it'd be much easier in the daytime, but we're just having fun here at nighttime. Buzzing along. All right, so we got that done. We got the house done. Let's go ahead and do it here. And we're going to try to get the pots if it lets us get them. I don't think it does. Nope, doesn't let it get that. I think we can get some stuff over here. A shovel. Can't get the pots. Can't get the table. Get the fertilizer, though. Try to get this over here. Now, notice how I'm doing what I call jump move, right? Where you hold down the left controller, and you can literally just jump from place to place, which I think kind of kills a little bit of the immersion of playing Fallout 4, but that's just me. I like where you're physically moving, even though it's probably not the greatest thing for my vertigo, but I would rather have that feeling of realism and suffer a little motion movement problem than just to be popping from one place to another. You know, this is very VR-ish when you're jumping from one place to another. There we go. And I'm just looking for just random stuff that's sitting in here. Might be along the edge here. If you miss something, no biggie. No biggie. All right, so these guys got a ton of mute fruit going here, which is awesome. Because that's exactly what I need at this point in the game. And this place right here will become my mute fruit place. Now, notice how I'm running through the plants. There we go.
I need to assign someone to this. Need to assign someone to this.
That is pretty annoying. You should only do that once.
I need to assign someone to this.
And as you can see, I'm harvesting. Lets me.
I need to assign someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
You need to stop saying that. That's what you need to do.
I need to assign someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
You know, I'm getting the feeling.
Someone to this.
It's just a thought. It's just a kind of a thing in the back of my mind.
This ain't.
That I might need to assign somebody to that. What do you guys think? Might need to assign something to that? Huh? There we go. There we go. Jonah in the chat. What's up, Jonah? There we go. Region Mystery Bag. Now, again, if I miss your comment or question, please throw it back in the chat again. I can't scroll back in my chat. So just throw it in there again. That was me, Kismet. Link still in my DM to you on Discord, but here it is again. Buckmints. Okay, mods, remind me that it's from Buckmints. I could not remember who it was from, Buckmints. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it, putting it in there again. Hey, Subless Zero. What's up, man? Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Now, when I'm looking over here, by the way, everybody, I am looking at chat. So you guys are just seeing the game, but I'm looking at chat because I've superimposed it in the game because I hate to lose my Twitch interactivity. That's the part I love the most about being a streamer, is talking with you guys, relaxing, taking it easy, seeing how your holiday was, that kind of stuff. You know, I'm actually a streamer who actually cares. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy thinking who actually cares about his community. And there's a lot of people out there who do, though. But there's some who just like completely ignore their chat, whether they're in VR or whether they're not in VR. I'm not that kind of person. I love to interact. I love to talk with you guys, see what you guys are up to. Speaking of, what are you guys' plans for New Year's? What are you guys up to? Are you going somewhere? Are you going to hang out in New York, Times Square, watch the ball drop, be in a giant sea of humanity? Or are you going to just chill out at home and be like me and watch your wife and family fall asleep like hours before because they can't stay up past 10? I usually have to wake them up. Though last year they did surprise me. They were actually awake on New Year's when the ball dropped. So I was pretty impressed by that. But my family, they are very lucky. I am very unlucky in the fact that I can't sleep. But they're very lucky, and they can just, I mean, they could fall asleep in a nuclear bombs going off in the background. They would be sound asleep. They would be sound asleep, you know, rockets going off, fireworks. I don't know. It could be a herd of running of the buffalo, or running of the bulls could be going by the house, and they'd be sound asleep. Never even knew it was happening. There we go. Never even knew it was happened once. So let me know what you guys are up to in the chat. What are you guys up to for the holidays, for the New Year's? Water 21. Let's see. Food is 6. How can? Oh, because I don't have enough people yet. I don't have enough people. I got 0 beds. And I've only got 1 person working because I don't have a radio beacon yet. Let's get the radio beacon. That should have been the first thing I did. That should have been the first thing. Now, you want to have all of your settlements bringing people in from day 1. From the second you hit the ground, from Vault 111, you want to make sure that you are building up your radio beacons as quickly as possible in each. This is so awesome to do in VR, by the way, everybody. This is so awesome. If you just do nothing but do the building in VR, oh, it's so awesome. It really feels great. All right, there we go. So now we're going to get some more people. They're going to automatically end up here farming away at this location. So there we go. So now we've got 2 people, and soon we'll have 3. Because the second you put your radio beacon up, usually within, I'd say, about 5 minutes, you get another person pretty quickly. All right, now we've also got some beds. Now, we already got a structure here, though I hate using these structures. I'm going to go ahead and do it here very early on. You notice I've taken the beds out. That's because we're going to, of course, do a basic build, which I love to do. Love to do me a basic build because it's super cheap, and it has big returns on your happiness and your efficiency at your settlement. So we'll go ahead and put one there, one up here, like so, like that. This is really awesome to do in VR. It's much more precise than when you're doing it in the normal game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9 of them there. Now they've got a roof. That's what it's all about. You need a roof. That's going to boost their happiness. Now, sometimes what you can do is jump into another room with this little jumpy thing, boop, like this. One of the cool things, I guess, about VR, though it does feel a little bit, little iffy. All right, so we're at 9 now. Now we're at 10. And again, this ain't the Ritz yet. You know, this is just the start of the game. You know, I'm not to the point where I'm going to burn a lot of resources on fancy builds. That's kind of like my reward later on, is to, of course, super build and then mega build, where we really make some really amazing stuff, which is going to be so crazy fun in VR. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to do that. There we go. Just chilling at New Year's, Kismet, says Chin. Awesome. Awesome. I'll probably be chilling on PS4 playing Assassin's Creed Origins, maybe. Lego Avengers 2. Oh, they got Lego Avengers? Cool. Cool. I actually played Lego Star Wars a long time ago. Really super fun game. All right, how many beds we at? 26. Okay, too many. Too many beds. I only needed 22. I do 21 for the settlers and then 1 extra for me. But that was way too many beds. I was talking too much and making too many beds, but that's okay. That's okay. We got enough to make a lot of beds, and that's why I use the cheap beds. Look, I can make 180 of them. 180 of them. Now the happiness is going down right now, but that's only because I haven't put in any defense yet. And all of that. And as more people show up, like this person. What's up, guy? He wants to talk to me.
I don't think we've met yet. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity. Anything specific you want me to do?
I love looking him right in the
anywhere you need.
I love looking him right in the face. Dude, you need to open your lips a little bit more, man. Hello, everybody. My name is that guy. Yes. Oh, wrong button.
Yeah. Let me show you.
Go ahead.
All right. Settler. Come on. Get in the workbench. Okay. Try it again. Oh, no. Oh, it already has it where it tells me to go. Okay. Let me tell... It automatically selected him for me to assign him. Oh, that's cool. All right. See, look. Assign mute fruit plant. Cool. There we go. So off he goes. Oh, we need to see if we can get into our thing now. Yeah, there we go. So we can, it automatically puts him, so I can assign him. It says it's now assigned. And now we're up to 12 food. Awesome. And then, of course, we have our other stuff going. Now, how much food do we actually have here? That's what we need to know. Let's go ahead and run down here and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go ahead and move this one because I like to do them in groups of 6. Let's move that back. Move this way a little bit. Let's move that back there. There we go. Nope. And exit. Put the light back on. There we go. All right, so there's a group of 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here, I had to put the light on the same thing as this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put 2 over there. This is just me. I'm just a stickler to make it easy for me to count. I try to put stuff. Let's go way over this way. There we go. I try to put stuff where it's easy to count it, right? Get up here on the thing. You can actually get up on stuff with this little thing here too. Little crazy. There we go. You can actually jump on top of stuff like this. Whoop. See, now I'm up on the thing, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny. Nope. All right, so we've got 4 going so far over there. We've got 6 there, 6 there. And let's go ahead and count from this side. Because I need 4 groups of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's 6. And then this one right here. There we go. This one right here is an extra one. And let's jump way over here and turn around a little bit. There we go. And let's fill in the rest of these over here. So it looks like we got more than enough. There we go. And I need 1 more for over here. Right there. It's going to put it right there since I can't turn. There we go. No. Oh. Can't select it. It's stuck on that one. Oh. What the heck? It's stuck on that one. Okay. Weird. Look at that, how it's stuck on that particular one. I can't choose anything else. There it goes. All right. I'm off of that one now. And then I'll go ahead and put this one right here where, of course, the dude's going to walk right in my way. Dude sickle. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 6. And these ones over here are useless. Meaning that that's going to be 24. There's no reason to have these other ones unless I want to farm more mute fruit. But I really want to use those mute fruit for my other settlement. So I want to have a maximum of 24 per settlement, and then go from there and build up giant farms later on, but not this early on. Not this early on. I don't need giant farms. I just need enough to feed as well as to produce extra mute fruit. So there we go. We've got that going. So we've got our food going on. So that'll go up to 24. We got 21 water. That's enough. We're going to have a maximum of 21 people here for now. And then we just need our defense. Now, one of my favorite places. Now, when you're putting up your Kismet kill box, let me catch up on chat here too. Probably be chilling. Now it's time to set up my stream deck. Ooh, you got for Christmas, you got a stream deck. Congratulations, Buckmiss. Awesome. Hi, Magic Wolf Lady. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out. More beds, the merrier. Exactly, Sub-Zero. Exactly. We need to add... Oh, okay. Yes, let's put 10K points to That's Mr. Unknown to You. I think he's in the chat. I saw him earlier.
Weren't you supposed to clean
and then Code D, because we owe them 10,000 Kids Caps each. From being the Bit Boss the other day. Because we slacked off on that. We slacked off on it. Don't worry, we don't forget, though. My mods are awesome. My mods are awesome. They don't forget that stuff. Let's get them if we can get them right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make a kill box. Now, I always, when I'm ever making... Darn, I always pull the trigger thinking that's what's going to make the thing go, but it's not. You got to press the up arrow. One of the things that I always do is I think about where is the most optimum place for the kill box that can defend the entire settlement at once, right? Now, the main part of the settlement is over here, and they always run toward the workbench. Oh, here comes the Love Ravens fan coming in with the 35 bits. Almost dethrones a crazy Aussie up there. Thank you so much for those bitted bits for coming in. Look at that bit cup getting all filled up. I love when people fill it up and then they drop the big bada boom on it. It's so awesome. So awesome. So the workbench is right here. Now, they have a tendency to run toward the workbench and try to attack toward the workbench. So you want to be able to have clear line of sight to your workbench. Let's go ahead and jump up here. I love to get up high here, by the way, even though I do have vertigo, but it doesn't really, it's not too bad. And it's, I mean, it's a lot worse in VR, but than it is in the normal game. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right. And we're going to go ahead and go in here and utilize one of these small ones like we usually do. There we go. Like that. Oh, got to level up. Level 18 now. Awesome. We'll go ahead and do that level up here in just a minute. Sometimes I'm really bad. Sometimes I forget about my level ups, and before you know it, I've got like 4 or 5 of them to put down, if not more. I do that from time to time. I get involved in other stuff. All right, how many of these we can do? We can do 6, but we're just going to put 3 here. Now, again, over here, this is one of my favorite things to do. It is so awesomely precise. Much more precise here in VR. Because you can see it in perspective, which is super cool. And we'll put one over here. Like so. And then we'll put one right here in the middle. I don't know, for funsies, we'll aim it this way. Now, you really only need about 3 or 4 of these at the very beginning. That's because you're not going to get attacked too much at the very beginning of the game. You do get attacked from time to time. Now, one of the problems, though, with this particular layout is the actual stairwell itself is in the way. Now, I don't like my stuff to float. That drives me crazy. But I also don't like it to obstruct my stuff. So, let's go ahead and turn it a little bit here. Turn it a little bit, maybe on this side. Let's go over to this side. Let's do something different. Let's put it over here. She's feisty. Feisty. All right, let's get over this way. And I love how you can just turn your head. I'm trying to get it to go that way. There we go. There we go. All right. So you can reverse engineer stuff. Now again, in Fallout 4, it doesn't have physics, so it's not going to just fall down if you start to move stuff, which in one way is great, and another way is a little bit immersion breaking, but such is the way it goes. All right, so there we go. Now later on, we can come back, and we don't have the concrete kit, so we can't do something really amazing here at the very beginning. But we'll come back and, of course, make that not float. Which is cool. When I have the resources and the time to do that, I will do that. But I've at least got to put something down here at the end so it feels like... I mean, there's something attached to the ground, right? I mean, hey, if it was strong enough wood, it would stay like that. I don't know. But there we go. I got to at least have it attached to the ground. And then later on, I will build, you know, a kind of a proper structure under it. And again, if I had the Wasteland Workshop, I could use the concrete and build what I call a Kismet Killbox 3.0 or even a 4.0 to make it look legit, like it's legitly in the ground and all of that stuff. But this is really all you need right here, everybody, is just this kind of watching over your settlement. Now, these will turn 360 degrees and fire at anybody. So let's go ahead and test it. We'll be the raiders, and we'll come from over here. Now, the raiders actually come from down that way. They come from the other way over there and over there. Microphone. Sorry, everybody. Hold on. Let me move that up a little bit so I stop hitting that. So, yeah, they come from that way. They come from all these other directions. But just we'll imagine we're the raiders over here. Boom. So the best way you want to check your defenses, imagine you're the raider, right? So you're running up. You're like, aha, everybody. Freeze, everybody. Give me all your loot. And then you go, uh-oh, as all 3 of those turn toward us and then shoot us in the face and we're dead. And no matter where we are, if we can see the turrets can see us, and they can fire really far away, by the way. They can fire way down here. So if there's any mobs way down here, coming to your settlement, let's go ahead and turn around, they can actually shoot me from way up there. All the way from here. So as the raiders are running up, they're getting shot by the turrets. Now, as you notice, some of them are obscured, which is a bummer, which is why you make multiple of them, one going one direction, one going the other direction. Which I will do eventually. I will build one going in the opposite direction here as well, so that you can have a good coverage. Sometimes also you can get in a crossfire from double having 2 kill boxes set up. So again, here we are coming up this way. Boom, all 3 of them going to bear on us. And same thing over there. It's going to come in and it's going to get us. It's going to come in and get us. Now, by the way, we don't want something else to get us. That car right there, get it! Die, evil car! We don't want that evil car to get us. We had to get it. We had to get it. Same thing back here. Look out! It's going to get us, everybody. What's wrong with my trigger? There we go. Got that sucker. Did you see it trying to sneak up on me? Did you see it trying to sneak up on me, everybody? It's trying to get me. Neither in chat at this minute. Okay, cool. We'll watch for him, Jazz Hands, because the Crazy Aussie's the bit boss right now. So he was in there earlier. There we go. Someone blow it up. There you go. Almost, exactly. That's right. You're 65 away from being the bit boss, the chat overlord. Of course, if you are the chat, the bit boss at the end of the night, we'll give you 10,000 Kids Caps to those contests and giveaways. Appreciate that. Pimp of the Dead coming in with that holiday cheer. Thank you so much for them bitty bits. Appreciate the love filling up that cup. So awesome. So awesome. Filling up the Dragon Chalice. So we've got this ready. We've got this going. Let's go ahead and check our thing one more time here, everybody. Let's check those stats. Let's see. We got 3 people right now. 26 beds, 12 food, 21 water. More than enough. 24 defense. It's okay. And 58 happiness and rising, which is the most important thing that we're looking at right now, is we want to hit about 80%. You can get to 100%. I will show you that eventually. But right now, we're just aiming for 80% efficiency at our settlements. There's really nothing else we need to do. This settlement needs to grow up a little bit, right? We don't need to do a whole bunch of elaborate buildings and all that stuff. We only got 3 people here. There's only 3 people here in this location. So we want to let the location build up a lot more first before we get into more elaborate stuff. At least I think so. Of course, they're your settlements. You can do whatever you want. And there we go. More bitty bits coming in. 10 more bits. Thank you so much. GG, you just advanced to level 13. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Just leveled up. Just leveled up in Discord. Boom! That's right. Dropping the boom on that bit cup. Thank you so much. So we got that done. What else are we going to do? We're going to go to Pip-Boy. We're going to look at our map. We're going to go ahead and hit options, and we're going to show those supply lines. There we go. Green Top Nursery now connected to 10 Pines, which is connected to a Starlight Drive-In, which is connected to the drive-in, or to the truck stop, Red Rocket Truck Stop, which actually has the bulk of our resources. The reason why I have the bulk of the resources here is because this is my main base, and I don't want to have to look through that junk every single time. I like to take the junk and move it off to a settlement that I don't visit that much, and just kind of store it there, because it'll still be accessible everywhere, but it won't be in my way. It won't be in the way of my primary workbench that I'm constantly going to. All right, so we got that done. Now we've got to go and check out Abernathy Farm, or I mean Sunshine Tidings, and try to connect it here to Abernathy Farm. Now we can also go to Abernathy Farm and just send somebody over there, which is one way of doing it. But actually what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Starlight Drive-In, and we're going to utilize an actual named mob who you can now move from your primary settlements, from Sanctuary, and utilize them as provisioners or whatever you want to do. Let's get him. He's around here somewhere. There he is, working on some food. Let's make sure we put our weapon away. Let's go ahead and save, because we just did a whole bunch of stuff. That'd probably be a smart idea. And we'll go ahead, go into workshop mode here. And we're going to move, dude. We're going to move him over to Sunshine Tidings Co-op. Off he goes. Now, the reason why we're doing that is we're going to turn him into a provisioner so him and his sister Marcy aren't in my face. Because if they are in my face, they're going to get shot. They're going to get shot. All right. Now, we've got some other people here just standing around, like this lady right here. She's currently unassigned, and we've probably got some more people because we've, of course, got 8 people here. And if you notice, I don't have much of a settlement here, right? A little bit of water, a little bit of food. We got a kill box up there and a kill box over on that side because this place does get attacked fairly regularly. And the only 2 people that we really have here are Cogsworth and Cogsworth Curie and, of course, Sturgis there. So we're going to walk up here, and we're going to go ahead and ring that bell. And we're going to try to get everybody over here. Now, the main reason I use this settlement, the main reason I use is that thing right up there. This is the greatest place in the Wasteland to recruit people. As you can see, the whole entire playthrough, we have just been getting people after people after people here. Come on, go on the workbench. Oh, I hear some action. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the bell so everybody shows up here, and then we're going to move this person. Now, my primary goal, of course, is to get Sanctuary Hills. You can see Sanctuary Hills already full, right? Because it doesn't give us the option to send them there. So my next one that I work on, Abernathy Farm. So I'm going to go ahead and send every extra person over to Abernathy Farm. And I'm pressing the move button, by the way, right there. You can see it says move when I roll over that particular person. There we go. So we got 3 more at Abernathy Farm. This guy over here, which I can't seem to reach. Get over on this side, maybe. Oh, way over there. Move that guy. There we go. Abernathy Farm. Like so. This person. I don't know if I got her yet. Nope. The reason why I know I didn't get her yet is because she has the option to go there. And then over here. Keep on going. Does not have the option, so I've already sent her. Over here. Cancel. This person here. Again. Did I already do it? Yep, already did it because she doesn't have the option. All right. So those people are off and going. Now, another thing I want to do is I want to get rid of Preston for right now. And then go ahead and get myself another companion. Now, I can use Cogsworth or I can use Curie. I think that I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go Cogsworth this time. Because I don't use him all that often.
Cogsworth.
Well, you could have come to me if you didn't walk away from me, brah. I know what it is about NPCs, and when you talk to them, they love to walk away from you.
You, sir?
Come with me.
Yes, of course.
Right behind you, sir.
Oh, and there we go. Where am I going to send Preston Garvey? Well, I'm going to send him to the drive-in. This is where I send my companions when I'm looking for them. All right. Now, another thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I talk to Preston before I go away to make sure he doesn't have any resources that I'm looking for.
Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
Later. Oh, I should
I'll
have
think
done that
about it and
before I
get
did
back
that.
to you.
Your call. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
All right. Now I got to talk to him
Do you think we're
again.
ready to retake the castle?
See, now look what happens. I cannot get him back as my companion, and I can't trade with him now. So whatever he's got, he's stuck until I'm done with the castle quest.
I'll think about it and get back to you.
Your call. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
Again, I don't know what it is about this thing that makes my nose itch. Makes my nose itch. There we go. Well, you guys reaching into the mystery bags. Never mind, says Raven. Never mind. Dee. Hey, Top Atlas, what's up? Timed it wrong. Nooshki saying Merry Christmas. Oh, stay well, Nooshki, stay well. See Nooshki in mod chat there. Alright, so we got Cogsworth with us. Now, Cogsworth in survival mode is awful because he constantly dies. He's really obnoxious, actually, to have as your companion. But I'm going to try it again. I actually would like to take Curie, but I'm going to try Cogsworth instead in this round. We've got tons of stuff to do. But right now, let's go ahead and save since we just set all that stuff up. And we should be down to just a few people here at this location. Yep, about 4 people. We've got a Provisioner, we've got Curie, we've got Sturgis, and now we've got Preston here in this particular location. And once we get that going, we're good. Now, we're about 80% happiness, which is not bad. But, you know, I'm not going to be building up anything right now. So, too bad, too sad, people. Too bad, too sad. All right, and then we've got that done. We're going to go ahead and now bounce over to Sanctuary. Let's go. Let's go, and let's see how our massive amount of water farming is doing. Because right now, I'm level 18. We're going to go ahead and check that level up here in just a second. But I'm level 18, and I have been... Whoa. What the heck is going on out here? What? The Pip-Boy. Look at that weird... There's like a weird Pip-Boy interface problem. Whoop! There we go. What was that? Other side!
Something's out there.
Killbox kills him so fast I can't even get there in time. Get him, Killbox! Come on, punks! Look at that. Killbox killed him so fast that I couldn't even get over here in time. And that's why I call it the Kismet Killbox, because that's exactly what it does. And if you notice, I've got some turrets up here. I've got some turrets up here doing their thing. Let me move over this way. Oh, I'm in bats. As you can see, I've got some turrets here, and I put them on this flat platform so they can fire in 360 degrees. And they just annihilated these bad guys, which decided to show up and try to get into some trouble. Except for they got completely owned. And that's why I have one on that side as well, which also owned all the people over there. Well, let's go ahead and jump down and get ourselves basically just delivering free loot. And I appreciate it. I love free loot. All right, they got shotguns, various raider, and of course as they get tougher, of course they bring better and better loot to you. Look at this. Yes, that was really dumb to attack my settlement, especially because the kill box is right there. Duh. Hey Sheffield, what's up, buddy? And again, I'll go around. Sometimes, by the way, they are in your houses. They get inside here. And then they get owned. So every now and again, make sure to check your little house settlements. See if there's anybody in there. Also, they have a tendency to come from Vault 111 from that direction, which is where these guys came from. They came running up this way and got owned. And then also they come from this side over here, which they also got owned, running up from the water side. Now, they usually one up from the water side. Now, why do I get attacked here? I'm going to get attacked here a lot because look at all this purified water I have running all the way down the side here. That's right, nearly 2,000 purified water running at level 18. And you're like, Kismet, hacks, cheating, mods, shortcuts. Nope. You guys can do exactly what I'm doing. In fact, you can watch exactly how I did it step by step up on my YouTube, because all of my VR playthroughs are now coming up on YouTube, where you guys can check that out as well. So feel free to check that out. You can tell exactly how I did this. No cheating, and basically have millions of caps, or basically an unlimited amount of caps, here in Fallout 4 and be a Wasteland Tycoon like me. Look at this. Look at this. This is a thing of beauty right here, everybody. This just makes me smile inside in my heart. Just looking at this. Look at that. Oh, that's a wonderful thing. All right. Then we'll go over here. Let's get the rest of this loot from this side and put our weapon away. Sup? Settler. What's up? Now, they also come from this corner over here. They try to run in here, and of course, that's why I have the kill box right over there, because they come running in, boom, kill box, annihilates them. Now, this one I put a bit lower, because they do have a tendency to try to hide under this overhang, and apparently wasn't their smartest choice, right? Look at this. Look at this deal. Not so smart. There we go. Get rid of that weapon. Again, raiders. Yeah, that one lost its head. That one lost its head. Now, see if anybody else back here died. I don't see anybody. And I love how you can turn your head just a little bit. I mean, you can turn your head all the way around. Oh, there we go. There's somebody. I love how you can turn your head in VR. It does make it a lot easier just to look, as opposed to having to turn every time. Turn your full body every time. All right, free loot, everybody. Whoop, whoop. I like free loot, and I cannot lie. I like to shoot raiders right in the eye. All right, we got Trash Can Carla here. Let's see if we got some more moolah in the thingy here. So we're going to go and look under aid. Now, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and take all. It's a great way to clear your workbench, by the way. Take all, then turn around and just store the junk right back in there again. And I'm going to go ahead and deal with some of these long-term weapons that I'm going to save. I'm going to go ahead and put it here in this kind of long-term cabinet. Now, I've got some weapons in here that I want to keep long-term and put in a museum later. We got the Junk Jet. We've got Righteous Authority. We got anything else we want to save there? I don't think so. I don't think we have anything else. All right. And then let's go ahead and go back to apparel. What else? We got a couple Colonel Dusters. For some reason, Preston has been resetting back to his other outfit whenever he talks to somebody. Ooh, there's some combat armor right there. Nice. Which means it keeps giving me multiple copies of the Colonel Duster and the and his Miniman hat. So I'm like, you know, I don't really want it to do that. I don't want it to do that. Now this is this is long-term storage here, and then this is temporary storage for my peeps. Now, I can actually bump this, by the way, if I bump my head like that. Lord Winter coming in with the host. Thank you so much for the host, everybody. Lol, I got a hug and you got a mug. There you go, Magic Wolf Lady. Hugs and mugs going on in the chat today. Lots of loot. Checking a clue. Getting a clue in the chat. What? Lazy coming in with a resub love. 3 months, your little baby dragon is growing up. Whoa, say goodbye to those bits. Way to crush it. Thank you, Cecil, for the host as well. Thank you so much, Lazy. Let's get some hype in the chat for Lazy for that awesome 3-month sub love. I love you forever until Fallout ends. I don't think by the time I'm done playing Fallout, they'll probably come out with another one. So I don't think I'll have a problem there. Because again, that's why I have such longevity in these type of games, is that I use the DLC, or I use the mods as DLC. So it's kind of evergreen for me, especially if I really enjoy the game. I can play it endlessly, pretty much. And I try not to make it where it's unfun. So if I just gave myself all the weapons and infinite ammo and all of that stuff, that would make it unfun for me anyway. That's the way I look at it. Metal, mechanical jumpsuit. Now I'm just gonna choose some stuff that I might want to keep. Metal, definitely want to keep. So I'm putting it in this thing right here. Dress, some summer shorts, some sunglasses. Let's see. Oh, so touchy. Just trying to scroll up. Welding goggles, we'll keep that. What else do we got? That we might want to keep. Oh, a whole bunch of laundered stuff and a lab coat. Oops. I just put a left leg in there. I'll get that back out of there in a second. Let's see, some more clean stuff. Now, dirty stuff, I just get rid of that stuff. They do have a cool mod that cleans it, though. That's kind of cool. I don't know if it's for the VR version, but I did see it for the regular version. So let's go ahead and get that accidental leather left arm out of there. There we go. And then, of course, we'll look for anything else we want to keep. Now, I'm going to start also putting the aid stuff in here. Up, Dragon Hammer! The Sorry Jits coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, put your feet up on the furniture, relax, have yourself some snacks. We don't mind at all. Feel free to say hello in the chat. People will actually say hi back to you. Thanks again, Lazy, for that love. I appreciate that resub love. Also, thanks to Sister Wolf and Ravens Fan for the host. Appreciate that. Big time. All right, so now I'll start to look through here and say, okay, what do I actually want to save out of all this stuff, which isn't much in the normal mode. If I was in survival mode again, I would save a lot more, but really not much do I want to save here. And some of this stuff doesn't weigh anything, so I don't really worry about it. But early in the game, I kind of clean house of all this stuff, so I just don't have a whole bunch of it. I've also got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Let's go ahead and transfer that here into our long-term stuff. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. So again, we just don't have like a bazillion tons of this stuff in the workbench or in our personal inventory that we're constantly kind of micromanaging, right? I like to put it away and not have to deal with it for a very long time. And then I'll come back later and deal with it. But for right now, not so. All right, then we got a whole bunch of other stuff to save. Now, you might have noticed also in there, I have a tremendous amount of purified water because we have so much purified water going over there. Excuse me, Cogsworth. We're going to head over here, and we got a little bit of purified water that we saved in here, if you guys remember, and some other stuff. So we're going to go in here, and we're also going to just go ahead and tell it to take all. There we go. So how much purified water do we have in total? Well, let's find out.
Road's pretty long from here.
Let's talk to Carla. Let's do it.
Let's see what you got.
Again, you can use the other controller to light her face up, which I think is pretty cool. She got some bloodshot eyes. She got some serious bloodshot eyes. I'm going to buy that 308 ammo. Always buying that 308. How much 45 do I have? 579. That's a lot. We'll skip that for this time. All right, let me go ahead and bump it a little bit so I can see what's going on. There we go. Molotovs. Now, again, I'm stocking up on mollies, on on grenades, things like that. I try to stock up on stuff as I go along. No combat armor. Nothing much there. Oh, Triggerman Bowler, though. Let's get that. You'll find out why here in just a second. Crispy Squirrel Bits are pretty great. Dirty Water, if I was trying to make stuff with that. Nothing really I need right there. Not really in a hurry to level up right now. But she does have a lot of resources that I want. So let's go ahead and get some resources here that we need. Now again, you can see I have them tagged for search. Got the little magnifying glass next to them. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna get all of that. And every time I see her, I just grab whatever I can. Again, I don't have circuitry tagged. I've got to get that circuitry tagged. And why doesn't oil act like it's tagged either? I could have sworn I tagged oil. Well, we'll tag all of those here in just a second. You might be like, oh my gosh, Kismet, that's like 6,000 caps. You're only level 18, man. You're only level 18 and you're buying 6,000 caps worth of stuff? How is that possible? How is that possible without cheating or shortcutting or doing any of that stuff? Well, you got to follow the Kismet tips and acquire those Kismet skills so that you can be making some serious bucks as well. Now, I'm really going to dazzle you here in a second. Here we go. Level 19, everybody. Level 19, 5,794 purified water. No cheating, no shortcutting, no third-party mods. Boom! 70,000 bottle caps worth of purified water there. 70,000 that I just made. So we can just go ahead and dial in about how much we need there. That's about 6,300 if you're trying to get their caps as well. So we're gonna go about 6,300. And the more you have its worth, the more difficult it is to kind of dial it in specifically. But we'll just go and get close to 6,300. Wow, we're over by 100. Should have been 6,200. 6,200. So we'll go back over here. We'll go ahead and scroll up if it's going to let me. There we go. And then we'll back this up by about 104. 104. And I try to just get close. 108 is good enough. And then we'll go ahead and accept. And we just literally bought 6,000 caps worth of stuff right there. And still got plenty left. Still got plenty left. Thank you, Trash Can Carla. You have a nice day. And I've got all of her stuff. And we'll walk over here to the workbench. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in there. Like so. Boom. And we'll go ahead and store all the junk. Boom. Easy. But I've still got a ton of stuff on me. More than I can sell right now. All this other stuff here that I do want to keep. And again, we're just going to keep building up those grenades. Like so. And we'll use those grenades kind of more in the long term than the short term. Put those away. And what else? Not much else. Now, we could give this stuff to our settlers and all of that, but I'm not really at the level where I want to give stuff to settlers yet. Not until I start doing combat armor. But there we go. So now we have all of this stuff, but we can't travel yet. We can't quick travel yet. Let's go ahead and go. We've got 2 level ups. See, I'm pretty bad about my level ups. We really want to get this one right here, right, at level 20, but we're only level 18, so we got to come back to that one. We also want to get our caps collector up here. Get over there. Our next level caps collector, but that's also level 20. So we've got to choose at level 20. Now, I would choose caps collector first, and then strong back. Or, you know, you go vice versa. It doesn't really matter at level 20 itself. So we want to aim right at level 20 for that. So we have 2 level ups. Now, what else do we want to do? Well, I also want to get Rifleman, which happens to be right at this particular level, level 18. So I want to get that one. Now, look, before we do that, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the reason why I want Rifleman. I have what I consider to be the best weapon in the game, at least the Wasteland part of the game. It is the Overseer's Guardian. Right now, we get 103 damage per shot. Because it shoots an additional projectile, so it shoots 2 bullets at once. So watch as we go through and actually raise that number up by adding the Rifleman. So let's go ahead and add the Rifleman in. Bam! All right, now we can't do the next Rifleman until level 31. So we'll come back to that. Now, if you go straight into here, it's not going to change. See, it's a 103. And you're like, Kismet, how come it didn't go up? Well, that's because it didn't update yet. So we have to go out, We got to come back in again. Look at the Overseer's Guardian. 118 damage per shot, everybody. And we haven't even modded that sucker yet. We're going to do some sweet modding on that baby as well. And that's what I usually do right about this level. I start modding up my Overseer's Guardian because I'm waiting around to do Caps Collector and also down here waiting around to do Strong Back. Now, there's really nothing else that I need. I mean, Science would be nice, so I can do higher tech mods. Of course, Hacker and all of those would be nice. But I really want to go ahead and start working on Gun Nut a little bit, because I can do it at level 13. And then, of course, the next rank is also level 13. And then level 25. This level is level 13, then 25, then 39. So I can't do anything else until level 25. So that's going to allow us to do some more mods, though. So let's get over here. Let's mod out our weapon. Right over here. Weapons workbench. Craft. All right. Now we can go in and we can go ahead and modify our Overseer's Guardian by going to the trigger. Now we can look at our receivers. Now look at this as we've got even better receivers now. So we can go from where we're at right now. Hardened receiver 118. We can go up to 131. Yes! Let's take it. Nice. We've already got the long barrel. Now, the long ported barrel would be nice because it does superior recoil, which means you can shoot faster, get more shots in, which would be nice. We can't do that yet. We've already got the compensating stock, so we don't need that. Standard magazine. I actually like the larger magazine, even though it makes a slower reload. I would rather have the larger magazine. Now, the reflex sight dot, which is normally what I use, sucks. It sucks in VR. So I'm actually going to switch to the circle, which is going to hopefully give me a better view. Scopes right now don't work, by the way, so there's no point in putting scopes there. I want to get the muzzle brake eventually. Of course, again, better per shot recoil as well as exceptional recoil control. Allows me to shoot at the target faster. I will come back to that when I have high enough. Right now, I need gun nut 3. I've only got gun nut 2. And there we go. So no muzzle for right now. But we did boost it up to 131. We've also got the larger magazine. Instead of 20 bullets, we'll go ahead and get out of there. Instead of 20 bullets now, we can do 40 bullets per round. That is awesome. That is awesome. Cogsworth also liked that, which means whenever you see that kind of dialogue where somebody likes something or whatever, sometimes you can just go straight up and talk to them.
Cogsworth.
Sir?
And so you can talk.
What do you think about our relationship?
A bit uncertain these days, I'm afraid. It's as if I no longer recognize you sometimes. I can't imagine the man I once knew making the choices you do today.
There you go. So right now, he liked it, but
That's all.
Right,
but he
then.
didn't level up to another level of affection. So that's why I've got him with me, so I can level him up various levels of affection and whatnot. Now let's go ahead and save that. Again, 131 now. Nice. Nice, nice. And as, of course, we build up our crafting ability, we'll go up even more. Now, we're massively overburdened right now. And we've got tons and tons of stuff on us. And we could go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and talk to Cogsworth. I got a couple things for him. Come here, Cogsworth.
Hey.
Sir,
Let's trade.
what's mine is yours, sir.
Now, the most important thing we need to do with Cogsworth, and this is like a must. This must be done, at least in my playthrough. We must give him the bowler hat, because that's just the way it's got to be. It's the way it's got to be. There we go. Now, it'd be more awesome if it was jaunty, but there's just something really awesome about Cogsworth having a bowler hat. I love it. Matt Croy followed my channel. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Come on in, relax, feel free to say hello in the chat. I can actually see the chat in VR because that's how awesome that I am. There you go. BBS. That's right, Bulletin Board System, the predecessor to the internet. I don't know why he's saying that in mod chat, but there you go. There you go. Now, I hope you guys are all enjoying the stream. I'm having a great time. I really enjoy Fallout VR. Now, I have a much more insane experience than probably you guys do because I really feel like I'm there. I really feel like I'm there in VR with the headset. I wish you guys had the headset too to really experience it, but you can get the vibe of it as we go along. Which I think is kind of funny because it's the HTC Vive. But we're also going to go here to Cogsworth and give him some more stuff.
Can I be of service?
We're going to have him carry our purified water. Now, the reason why we're going to do that is because we can't necessarily carry it all with us. each and every time. Now, one of the things I also like to do is instead of selling the purified water, you can carry about 300, that's not bad. Instead of selling purified water, I like to sell all the other junk just to get rid of it and then save the purified water when I want to sell it to somebody else. So I'm going to go ahead and just put all this stuff that's for sale right back in this bucket. And next time she comes along, we'll sell all of that stuff. So we can just basically go there, say, grab all, and then just literally just sell it all to her. Now, we can also take it with us if we want, go to different places and jump back and forth as we do our vendors. But we, of course, have to, you know, do a lot of quick traveling to do that. And you'll see that I don't really carry that much with me. If I was playing in survival mode, I would. Oh, not mute fruit. Mute fruit, that I want to keep. If I was in survival mode, I would carry a lot more stuff with me, including food and vegetable soup and all that stuff. But pretty much only going to carry what I consider to be like a bare minimum. Because you really don't have to eat food. You don't have to have water. You don't have to do all of that. Oops, I want to take those potatoes out of there too. Potatoes. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. Come here, my little potatoes. Now, I like to keep potatoes and mute fruit in the workbench as well. But we'll actually take them over to the we'll take them over to the Red Rocket workbench, so we don't keep taking them out of the workbench over and over and over again, which really does burn up your time. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to put this purified water back. There we go. And then just grab just enough purified water where I can still transport myself around. Now here's another trick too, by the way. You don't necessarily have to keep your purified water in this one, right? So if you just want to access your purified water, you could have it in another item, which is what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and get another container for our purified water. And I like to have little containers, maybe in a safe. Let's do a little safe right here. There we go. And again, get our light on. And then we can just go ahead and put it in there. So we have two separate ones. Oh, gotta get out of this one first. So we have two separate ones to kind of micromanage our stuff. So this is like random stuff that you want to sell. And then if you just want to come and grab your purified water, then it'll be in a separate container as well. Because it's kind of annoying to have to scroll down like this. And then especially in VR, it's pretty difficult to do that without accidentally flipping between one and another.
Some of that down.
Oh, yeah. And then there we go. We're going to go ahead and put the purified water in the safe. Again, see how difficult it is to micromanage. Now I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to take some of it back. Now he can hold about 300, so I'm going to assume that I'm pretty close to that. And again, just try to work my way back up. Oh, I can hold 500. Nice. And probably very little else. So let's say another 20. Yes. All right. So right about a little over 500, which is a lot. That's a lot of caps worth of purified water. We just did a bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and save it. Now it has this tendency to go into that kind of black screen all the time when you're playing the game. Just be aware of that. That's supposed to do that. It's supposed to do that. All right, we're going to run over here. Now, if you notice, I'm not using my power armor. I typically don't use my power. Oh, look, somebody else dropped us off some free loot. Ooh, well, thank you. All right, now I'm overburdened. Now I'm bumming, right? You're like, Kismet, you're overburdened. You can't run no more. Well, right up here on the top of here, I do have a workbench that I can access, or I could just put one down if I wanted to right here. But I'm just going to go up here, access these workbench, and drop them off. Let's see what we got going in the chat. Prison escape. Oh no, you guys got stuck in prison again. You saw a perfect opportunity to escape, but it's Taco Tuesday, and that's the only meal you like here. Maybe you can try to escape tomorrow. Always on Tuesday, says Sister Wolf. You like that Taco Tuesday? Get out of my way, Cogsworth. All right, let's go over here. Let's drop this stuff back in the workbench. Now again, what might have happened also, while I'm doing other stuff, you know, this also might have reset and it got more purified water as well. But let's go ahead and put this stuff in the workbench. We'll deal with it later. Let's get rid of that shotgun as well. Harness, leather armor. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Bunch of stuff in there. All right, so we'll put that stuff in there to be sold later. But all the mute fruit and stuff, we want to go ahead and drop over here so we don't have to keep doing it. Now, one of the things I like to do is look and see if there's a crowbar here. If there's a crowbar here, then all of this stuff is reset. If I don't see the crowbar, then I know it hasn't reset. And again, Red Rocket, another one that I don't build up very early on, its sole purpose is to provide me with settlers that I can send to other locations. So let's go ahead and over here, see these people just standing around doing basically not much. And then we'll go ahead and run over here. And we'll go ahead and transfer our stuff over. Mute fruit and some potatoes. There we go. And we're actually lighter now. We could actually have taken more purified water, but that's okay. That's okay. And again, we'll go ahead and save. There we go. And now we've got a bunch of people here, and we're going to go ahead and use our bell again and move these people to Abernathy Farm. So we're trying to... Oh, look out. Anybody else want to bring some? Anybody else want to bring some? Don't think so. Own that dude in one shot. And again, that's why the Overseer's Guardian rules. Anybody else want some? Come on. What you got? You got nothing. Ain't got nothing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hit the bell here and see who we got to send elsewhere. Now, if you notice, I move away from the bell because I want them to go over there and stand by the bell. And then I want to get away from Cogsworth because he loves to stand in front of me. Then we'll go out of the light. Light off, light on, workbench. And there we go. Oh, wait, hold on.
Who's there?
Smash.
You're dead.
Did we make a kill box? I don't think we made a kill box yet here. Let's get him! Da 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 da! Hip fire!
A little dust up to get the oil flowing, eh?
There you go, you little suckers. Nobody messes with a Kismet army and lives. Reload that baby. See, I love it when you got 40 bullets. Yeah, how'd you like that? That was a pretty dumb idea. I'm Raider trying to attack my settlements. Pretty dumb. What the heck is that? That's a tree. Alright, well the Raiders thought they were all something. Tried to come in here and attack my settlement and got spanked. Now the weird thing is we have not created a Kismet kill box yet. Usually I'd create one by now. We've just got the beacon so far. So normally I create a kill box because sometimes they do get a lot of Raiders attacking here. So we'll build one here in just a second. But again, we'll go over here, we'll hit this bell. And we'll see what we can do. Gotta back away without Cogsworth getting in my way. Alright, so light off, light on. Into the workbench. Okay, how much do we got here? Alright, we've got 5 people here. Now, 3 of the people here are actually my provisioners. Now, my provisioners, what they do, of course, is go in and transfer goods back and forth. They link all my settlements together. So I can use the goods from all settlements together. Oh. Some action going on that way. So they link all my settlements together. So 3 of them, right now, 3 of them being used for that. So that means there's 2 left. So these guys right here are the people who are left. They're unassigned. Look at that. Abernathy Farm now full. Sanctuary Hills, for some reason, not full. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and send them to Sanctuary Hills. Bam. There we go. Move. And again, Sanctuary Hills. I might have sent some people from Sanctuary Hills elsewhere. So we'll go ahead and move them over there. And again, our goal is to fill up Sanctuary Hills, fill up Abernathy Farm. Once we have those filled, then we'll continue to fill all the rest of them in the Wasteland as we go. So let's go ahead and move our way over this way, turn around, and we'll build ourselves a nice kill box right here. Again, I built it very simple in the very beginning. Later on, I'll get all fancy schmancy. Right now, we just need a nice... Uh-oh. I hear a super mutant. Let's see if we can build it before the super mutant shows up. Let's see if we can build it quick. Probably walking up on my settlement right now. Go, Kismet, go! Get those turrets. I hear you, super mutants. Eat that, super mutants! I just love to sit here and watch the show. So dumb. Yeah, you like that? We just saved this. Wait, where you going? Talk to you. Come back here. Lady!
Hey there.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Yep. Saved your life, lady. Oh, off she goes to Sanctuary. Awesome. Wonder if she disappears after a while. Let's chase her. Let's find out. Let's see if she's actually going to my settlement or if she just disappears. She's got much higher stamina than me. Look at that. She can run like crazy. Where's she going? She's going right here. So they tried to kidnap one of my settlers. Instead, I owned him.
Hey.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Yeah, all right, got a new settler there. Awesome. Awesome, everybody. That was pretty cool. What do you guys think of the Kismet kill box? Put a one in the chat if you guys dig the Kismet kill box. You see that quick building I was doing there? I was getting shot, too. I was getting shot. I was doing some quick building before those super mutants got too close to my settlement. Coming through, buddies. Coming through. If you guys dig that, put a one in the chat. You came to the wrong red rocket, Radstad. Exactly. Is this Bethesda Holic meeting? Exactly, Central Nexus. It totally is. I don't think I'm a Bethesda Holic just because I have 2,000 plus hours here in Fallout 4 since day one. Never stopped playing. Other people, they play a little bit and then they stop and they come back to it. I've been playing it this entire time on stream, and I have built some amazing mega builds. I have traveled all over the place.
Pocket's able to carry more than you, eh?
This is true. This is true, Cogsworth, but that's okay. I'm right here by my settlement, so I can just go ahead and drop it off. Drop it off. Now, I don't have to walk all the way back to the workbench, by the way. Again, we can go ahead and utilize our awesome ability to build stuff in our workbench now. So we've unlocked our perk. So again, another one of these nice little stoves. Turn it around. There you go. And then you can nicely go right there if you are overburdened. Like so. We got a whole bunch of mods in there too. All the mods in there. I should have got rid of those mods as well. Now, probably the interface is the toughest thing about Fallout 4 VR. Getting used to it and the fact that it is really, really touchy. So when I'm trying to move stuff around, it has a tendency to flip from screen to screen to screen, which can get really, really annoying very, very quickly. But that's probably the least. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but still, it's a little irritating. But there we go. So as you can see, we got the Kismet kill box up as quick as possible there, because they do have a tendency to attack quite often here at this location. And again, we'll go ahead and bring our thing up. And we'll do a little bit of work here at Red Rock. And now again, this is not a settlement that I build up a lot. But it's going to start getting more and more people show up. So I'm going to go ahead and just for funsies, I'm going to go ahead and build it up what I call a basic build. So this way their happiness is rising the whole entire time, and one day I will come back and build it up properly. Now this particular settlement, of course, doesn't have much room, so you can't really build very much. And I wish they had given you an option whether you could crank it up to whatever size you want to build, right? Like twice as big or 3 times as big in your building if you've got a beefy enough machine. Because the whole reason, and it's pretty obvious why, the whole reason why they don't build the settlements larger is so that you don't end up with a lot of lag and then blame it on the game and say, oh, well, the game is lagging out, the game's busted. No, it's your machine can't handle it because it can't handle that much stuff at that much stuff that you're trying to manage at all of your settlements. Is probably the primary reason. Now, it's not confirmed, but that is the obvious answer to that. All right, there's 20. Let's just put one more out here. Now, of course, the goal of beds is to have a roof over the top. If you got a bed with a roof over the top, man, hey, you're styling. You're styling. Now, I don't really need this workbench anymore for dropping stuff in there, so I'm going to go ahead and just go over here and close this door. Someone's going to come along and open it back up again. But I'll go ahead and close it there, give them a little bit of security action. And I like to go around and close these doors, but what happens is my companion will show up 2 seconds later and just open them back up again. Again, I would keep all these doors closed. I would keep all the doors closed, like so, to keep that area secure. There we go. All right, got that going on. Lots of ones in the chat. Kismet can totally stop wherever he wants to. Exactly. I can stop whenever I want to, except for I don't want to. Ever. So there we go. So I usually play Fallout 4 VR. I've been playing it all week long for Christmas. And of course, I gave away Fallout 4, the regular version, a bunch of DLC, basically hundreds of dollars in games. If you missed that, I'm sorry. Sometimes I still do random giveaways, so you never know. You never know. Hang out in the stream, chill out, have a good time. You never know. I might throw something out for you guys. Look at this red rocket. Beautiful. Beautiful at nighttime. So awesome. So awesome. See, I wish the red rocket lit up too. And there's actually a mod that does that, that lights that up, which is super cool. Super cool. So yeah, and here's our kill box up here. We've got everything pretty squared away now. Go ahead and look at our stats one more time. Again, I don't do much in Red Rock at the beginning. It's got some food, it's got some water, but no one's working on the food. Or actually, wait, it doesn't have water. No, I got to give it some water. But it doesn't have food going. That's because there's nobody here to do the food. But I do have a little bit of food, I think. Did I give it any food here yet? I don't think I did. I don't know. I put it right over here. Well, let's do a little food, a little water. Again, the reason why you want to do that is just so your happiness is up a bit higher. And normally I don't build in the dark, but in the VR version, it's a little annoying to have to forward time all the time. And then it just gives me a storm anyway, so... Alright, and we'll go ahead and jump over here. Now, it does get attacked from this side, but the water's kind of annoying. So, I like to put it along the back here, along this edge, if I can. Like so. And you got to kind of fuddle with it until it lets you do that. Oh, there we go, right there on the edge. There we go. And I'm not going to have more than like 12 people here in the beginning, so... I'm going to just kind of aim toward that 12 people. There we go. Now, of course, the closer you can get it to the building, the better. So there we go. So we got 12 worth of water. And then, of course, we only need about 12 food because we don't want to burn all our mute fruit yet, even though we probably got quite a bit now. We've got 139 now. So we really only need 2 rows of mute fruit. So there's 1, 2. Because mute fruit is the easiest to put down. It really makes it quick and easy. 1 row of 6. 3. Count that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I counted right. 6. All right, so that's a total of 12 food units right there. It's going to take 2 people to get that done, and our food is good to go. So everything here at this particular location is good, and it's going to go up in happiness. It also has defense. It has a radio beacon. We're going to call that baby done for now. Again, we could really come in here. We can embellish it. We can do all sorts of cool stuff with this particular settlement. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and go with that. How are we looking on time right now? We're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So we'll go ahead and again save that. And let's see where we're going to next. I think the next place we're going to is down here to Sunshine Tidings. Like so. Boom. Off we go. It's a boomerang game. Whenever you have or get, you end up going back to it. Well, I never stop going to it. I've played through. This is my 6th playthrough now. I have 2,000 plus hours in the game. I love to play the game. It is super incredibly fun. Some action. Let's get our overseer's guardian now. Get. Oh, just about shot you. Legendary Raider! Oh, you just died. Dodge this! Woohoo! Legendary Raider! Oh, it's gotta be leather, huh? Gotta be leather. Cunning leather, right arm, +1 agility, perception. That'll go in my museum, my legendary museum for later. A whole bunch of metal, though. Very nice. Thank you so much, Legendary Raider, for that free loot. What's up?
Hey.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
I did. Glad to help.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You wouldn't happen to know of any good places to settle around here, would you? I'm tired of always being on the run.
I happen to know. Join me.
I sure do.
All right. Wow, we got a random settler. Awesome. Well, I just happen to know where to send her. Sunshine Tiny Co-op's right up the road, lady.
I'll see you there in a day or two.
Oops.
Can we trade a few things?
Of course.
I was going to turn, and then I said something to her. Really, it's going to take you a day or two to just walk right there? It's literally right there. Whoa, look at this. Look at this deal here. Did she kill all these raiders? Holy moly, she owned them all.
Finally choose which of that load to drop.
All this loot. Holy moly, she owns. Look at this guy with the bowler hat. Tons of loot. Look at this, she just owned up on these guys. Man, she's the kind of settler I like. She just smoked all those guys. Nice. I didn't even see those guys when I was running in there. I just saw the Legendary Raider, that was it. Alright, so she's going to show up in a few days, but now I'm overburdened, so I'm going to have to walk really, really slow. Really, really slow, everybody. I don't like the movement VR version of Fallout. It's glitchy. Well, it's a little glitchy. It's very jumpy. You have to jump it. Though I have been told by Buckminster, which I will try to remember, that you can actually control it and make it a lot smoother, which is what I plan to do when I get a chance. And we're going to slow walk. Again, we need to get level 20 so we can get our movement even when we're overburdened. We're overburdened, we can use our action points to move faster, which is pretty cool. Ooh, I see a tire there too. Let's get that tire while we're at it. Put our weapon away. Since we're walking slow, we might as well pick up some extra loot on the way. Let's go ahead and grab this tire. We'll just carry that with us. I've got a tire. Dee-der-dee-der-dee-der. Now, the cool thing I like about this game is the fact that it does have collision. So if you're carrying something, you actually, like, bump it into stuff, right? I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you're like, Kismet, why are you carrying that tire, brah? Why are you carrying that tire? Well, this is resource right here. This is extra rubber that I can use for my settlements. And I'm literally going to just walk it right over here and drop it off in my settlement, like so. And then I'm going to go into my settlement thing. Bingo. And then scrap it. Boom, there we go. 4 rubber. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, everybody. Let's go ahead and run over this way. I'm overburdened, so I got to get out of there. There we go. And, oh wait, I don't have to run way over there. Let's just do this the easy way. And again, Crafting. Make ourselves a... oh, we don't have enough resources. Okay. Okay, we'll come back to that then. What I like to do is I like to put a workbench out there so that you don't have to walk all the way into the workbench here each and every time. I can also grab the chemistry station here and use that. But let's go ahead and get up here. Drop this off. And we still have to loot all of this and go through and set this particular location up. Again, we'll go ahead and put some more stuff in here. Check all that stuff out later. Like so. Oh, tons of loot. Holy mackerel. Alright. Got that. Let's go ahead and quick save. Alright, everybody. Let's go ahead and pause right there. And we'll go ahead and take a quick break. And then I will come back. Now, when you're a streamer, you should always kind of think of your health, as I like to do. Like some people are like, Kismet, do a 24-hour stream. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen because for health reasons, I cannot do 24-hour streams. But every couple hours or so, I do like to take a break, just for a few minutes, just to kind of walk around, go around, get maybe a new water, get a nice cold water, or something like that, or just stop, take a drink of water. Because it does really help your health. It does help your ability to play games. So, let's take a quick break, everybody, and then I shall be right back. I'm going to go ahead and go Stealth Boy. If you've never seen me go Stealth Boy, you're like, Kismet, nobody has a Stealth Boy on Twitch. Haha, nobody but me. Here we go, everybody. Stealth Boy being activated. Whoop, wrong button. This one first. There we go. boom, I'm back. I'm one of the quickest AFKers out there, everybody. I'm back and ready to play some more. I hope you guys are ready for some more Fallout 4 VR. We're going to have some more fun. Going to work on Sunshine Tidings, and we're going to get out there and get into some trouble. Get in some trouble. We got tons of quests to do, tons of stuff to do. Really fun to play in Fallout 4 VR because it really gives you that feel like you're really at Sunshine Tidings, like you're really in the game. You're in the Fallout 4 universe way more than if you're just playing it on a monitor or whatnot. But hey, still a lot of fun to play it either way. So we're going to dive right in. Let's see who we got in chat real quick, though. Sup, Kiss says Ravens. What's up, Ravens? Old country man in the chat. What's up? How you doing? Let's see. Who else we got in there? We got Gabe Killer in there. Central Nexus hanging out. Let's see. Sister Wolf hanging out in the chat. My awesome mod backing me up. Let's see. Ooh, cold there, huh? Yes, very, very cold out right now. It's supposed to get down into the single digits here in East Tennessee. I will not be going outside. I will be hibernating in here. Keeping all my computers running because they act as like heaters, which is awesome. Kind of twofold here in my office. So there you go. Jonah hanging out as well. Looks like your stealth boy's glitching out there. Kismet says Buckmist. Yeah, I might have to replace the batteries on it. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. Gets a little crazy. So yeah, lots of love in the chat. 0 degrees. Forget that stuff. It's 65. It's too cold for me at 65. Imagine 0. Forget that. Forget that stuff, though. We might get some snow. Of course, my kids would love that. I'm okay with, like, the first round of snow. And every time it snows, I think, well, go ahead and get me some snow gear, right? That'll keep me nice and warm in the snow. But then I'm like, you know what? I only go out, like, twice whenever it snows. I go out the first time and then possibly the second time watch my kids build, like, snowmen and all that stuff. But I hate the cold. I can't handle the cold. If I lived in a place that was never cold again, I'd be just fine. I'd be good. Good. Preferably Hawaii. Preferably Hawaii. But let's get back into some more gaming, everybody. Let's go ahead and move you guys along with me here. Whee! Moving my mic back so you guys can hear me. And I'll try to put it up high, but I still hit it for some reason. It's like I zero right in on it. Zero right in. All right, let's get our headset back on and dialed in. Let's do it. Again, you can turn this little dial in the back to control it, and then you put it on, and then you try to fine-tune it in. Now, I find it is pretty comfortable sitting there. Now, this part here in the back, this thing here in the back is where you want most of your weight going, because otherwise what it does is it pushes down on your face. And you don't want it to do that. You want it to sit very comfortably, as best as you can, up here. And it has a little strap that you can pull, like this, and then kind of pull it back a little bit more so it sits more on your head like that, and you can kind of adjust it. Something I think is incredibly vital to do very early on so it's not pushing down on your cheeks and not pushing down on your forehead. I do like to adjust it from time to time, make sure it's not doing that. And it does make it a lot more comfortable. Otherwise, if you have the Vive and it's pushing down on your face or down on your or the front of your face too much, you don't have this adjusted properly. It should not do that. And that's what I did when I first got it, was just constantly pushing down on my face. And I was like, oh, man, that's really going to be uncomfortable after a while. But then, of course, I learned about that top strap, and now it's awesome. Now it doesn't bother me at all. How do I get mod? How do you get a mod? Or how do you become my mod? The best way to become my mod is to not ask to be a mod. That's how I got all of my mods. None of them asked to be a mod. What they do is they hang out in the channel. They say hi. They say hello. They participate. They answer questions. Basically, they just be an amazing part of the community. And boom, maybe one day we will invite you to be a mod. But that's how you do it. You got to be in the channel for a while, though, too. Meme Man coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Come on in, hang out, relax. We're going to play some more Fallout 4 VR. Oh, this is so fun. All right, one of my favorite things to do, of course, is get my scrap on. Let's do it. Let's scrap some stuff. Let's scrap it. Boom. All right, always start at the top. Work your way down. Again, I call this laser scrapping because you aim this little laser thing at it. It's very, very nice. I really like this. This is a huge improvement, I think, even over the regular game. It's just kind of laser scrapping, which helps a lot. Now, normally these guys right here, you can go ahead and pick these guys up, right? And move them and throw them somewhere else. But because he's also a container, it doesn't let you do that in this version. Now, also, in the regular version, you can scrap some of these doors. And again, I noticed that you can't scrap some things that you can in the regular one, right? Like this door, I can normally scrap, and I can scrap other doors. I can't remember if I can scrap this specific door, but I can scrap certain doors. And it's not letting me do it here in this version. And no, I don't want to do that. So yeah. So let's go ahead and go around, and let's go ahead and clean house here in this particular sudden. Now we've already taken out the people. Now, notice how I can't get the boards first. So there's really no option to get those boards. It's going to take the whole thing as one piece. Oh, I stored that in the workbench. I wanted to scrap it, but oh well. And again, I just go from kind of place to place. Now I've already put a radio beacon everywhere except for here. I should probably stop and do radio beacon real quick and do connections. All right. So I've got this guy right here. Let's go ahead and do our connections here. Oh, I want to get out of there first. Let's go look at our Pip-Boy. And what's closest to us? Abernathy Farm. Now, we can send somebody from Abernathy Farm over here, but then, of course, it uses up one of my people at Abernathy Farm. I try not to use up too many people at certain locations for provisioners. But I would rather send them here from this location. So I'm going to go ahead and get my buddy, my pal, who's hanging out right here. There he is. You might notice this guy. Oh, did I not go in? Come on. So difficult to get in the workbench. There we go. This guy right here, June Long, which you might notice from the very beginning of the game, we can go ahead and use him as a provisioner. And I'm going to send him to Abernathy Farm right now. Boom. Ha ha ha. Now, he's my provisioner. He has to walk back and forth and get shot at, just like his sister Marcy. I did the same thing with her. I just use them as provisioners. They don't really do much of anything on the storyline after the very beginning. So you might as well just use them for provisioners or banish them somewhere where they're not banging on that yellow house in Sanctuary, driving you totally insane. And of course, having their little mopey attitude and their sarcasticness with your face. There we go. And thanks to Dr. Snake for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Now, again, I do play the normal version of Fallout 4, which I will be playing tomorrow. A modded version doing sim settlements right now. I'm playing my very first modded playthrough. Super, super fun. And I'm also going to be playing some 7 Days to Die tomorrow. Can't wait to check in on the server and see what's going on there. I tried to get the door first, by the way. But the door was connected to the rest of it. And there we go. Again, I just go through and I scrap everything. There ain't no way. I even scrap the door if I can. Because doors are completely useless. Walls are completely useless. In-game, I find. Alright, again, we'll just go around the outside here. There's some stuff around the back here. We'll grab all this stuff. By the way, great place, if you're in survival mode, great place to come back here and save right here at the back of the place. You can save your progress, which the only way to save in the new survival mode, which I've played through multiple times, is, of course, to sleep in a bed. You can also do exit save, but that feels like cheating to me. So the only place to save is in the bed, and I've played through multiple times, both in the regular survival mode where I can do anything and use any weapon, and then also in the hardest mode in the game, playing it the hardest way you can play it, of course, in melee mode. Which took me a while to get that playthrough done, but we crushed it. We crushed the Wasteland. The Wasteland had to bow to our will. And we owned it up. Oh, we forgot to do this back here. All right, now when you're in this mode, you have to use this kind of little jumpy jump thing, which I'm not a huge fan of, but do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do. Store those bobby pins in the thing. See if we get these trees. Yep. See, I'd like to get rid of this whole thing too. But some stuff you can't get rid of, which is really annoying. Like this, if I was really there, I'd break that down into base wood. I'd break all these houses down. I'd take all this stuff down. Now, my current playthrough that I'm doing is I'm doing a bunch of mods that will allow you to take out certain buildings and certain things, as well as we have a motorcycle mod, so we can go ahead and drive our motorcycle from place to place, which is just so awesome. Which is totally what I would do. I would fix up a motorcycle as quick as possible. and drive it around. I wanted to do that in the base version, but sadly no vehicles in there. Now, is it as amazing as like a Grand Theft Auto vehicle? No, but such is the way it goes. Again, notice how sometimes you can't, I mean, normally you could just walk up there, but you got to really fiddle with this to get it to the point where you can go. Again, I would scrap this door if I could. Let's go in here and get all this stuff. Now, again, if there's stuff in here, in these things, when you scrap them, it'll contents transfer to the workbench. So I don't necessarily have to scrap every, or go in and pick up every single thing. And some of this stuff that's just sitting there, you can just transfer to the workbench. And this stuff we can just scrap. Again, this is all resources for future settlements. So I will scrap it or store it. In this case. It's really nice, by the way. I really like the scrapping system and the building system in VR. A lot of fun, especially this kind of laser scrapping where you can just kind of aim at stuff from across the room. Again, a much faster way to get all the rest of this stuff is to just go out of the workbench and just pick that stuff up. That's a faster way of doing it. There we go. Now I got it on me, and I can just go ahead and drop it in the workbench later. And we're just working our way around. And then we'll go back. Bingo! Like so. There's one down there. I love how I can get really far away like that. So cool. So cool. All right. I like that in the regular game, actually. All right. Oh, hold on. Let me get out of there. Light back on again. There we go. Turn my light on so we can see what we're doing. Speed up a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind. Now, why am I taking all this stuff out? Again, for the resources, but also, I don't want my people to live over here. I don't want my people to be kind of living in all of these houses. Though you could totally do that. You could run power out here. You could do lighting. You could totally use it. But some of the houses have a good roof and some of them don't. And that's really what you're looking for in each location. Like this is a really good one here because it has a pretty solid roof. If you put some sleeping bags in here, they would actually be pretty well off. But I don't particularly like to use these because I can't fix them up. And I think that's one of the big drawbacks of the fact you can't scrap this and that or at least you can't fix it up. Like if I could apply people to this and tell them to fix it up, and over time they like fix the walkways here and they brought this back up again and they fixed the windows and they painted it and they did, you know, kind of like Sim Settlements does, where they build their own stuff or they rebuild current stuff, that would be amazing. That would have been a really awesome system. But, you know, they only had so much time. So much time to do so much stuff. But again, that's what's so awesome about the modding community is they can go in and add even more life to your game. Now, you might be like, Kismet, wait a minute. You just started your first playthrough in mods? You haven't used mods all this time? Nope. Haven't used it at all this time. I tinkered with them after my playthroughs, but never during an actual playthrough itself. Because I like to leave that until after I'm done running through the regular way. So I don't cheat, I don't shortcut, and I don't use third-party mods on my first kind of playthrough runs. Because I like to play through different ways and discover different things, right? Check out the different endings, check out a whole bunch of embellishments along the way. But my current playthrough is super fun because we are using Sim. I should have got the. I should have got that container on top first. Because we are using the Sim settlements, which is really fun settlement to use. Really fun mod to use. Again, you can see I'm just jumping from place to place here. I'd love to scrap these too, or at least be able to get in them and build it up or something. I don't know. It just seems like a huge waste of my settlement space. Again, check the ones that are right here on the edge. See if any of these can be done. Look at that one. See, I can get that one, which actually is outside the settlements because they're all tied together. Sometimes aim up a little bit higher, and then sometimes you can get them if you aim up a little bit higher. Not on these particular ones, but sometimes you can. And then this is the one with the bad door. Can't get through, but you can get through this way. And lots of various stuff to scrap to use at your other settlements. I think you should be able to scrap all of this stuff. All of this stuff should be scrappable. Have you noticed I went out of the workbench there, or out of the workshop area for just a second? It gives you a second to get back in the workshop area, which I think is incredibly great design. Because you know you're just going to accidentally walk out of the workbench area so many times while you're working on stuff, for sure. Now there might be some stuff that we missed, but that's okay. We'll go back for it in a bit. Whoa, right up on it here. Right up on it. There we go. Boom. Look how quick this is. Very quick. So I'm basically aiming at it. I'm pressing to the left of the control pad, and then I'm pulling the trigger on the right one to go that fast. So that's basically what I'm doing. Just trying to scrap this stuff fairly quickly here so we can get this settlement underway. Now, again, this is the very beginning of the game, so I'm just going to do a basic settlement build. I think I already looted that guy. I always loot them all right at the very beginning so they don't lose their loot. Let's head out here. Again, I would like to go around also and remove all of the bushes, which you can do using that mod as well. You can go around and remove all the bushes, all the extra buildings and stuff. Anything that it lets you remove, I will remove out of there. I'd actually like to cut the grass and plant some grass and really make it look nice, but they don't give you that ability. It's not at that level yet. Hopefully in a future version of Fallout, we will get that kind of higher level building, which would be amazing, like the 7 Days to Die building. I personally think that Bethesda should buy out the Fun Pimps and get their technology for their building, because that technology is awesome. You can build anywhere. You can see distant POIs. You can do it in multiplayer, which I find to be awesome. Now, Bethesda is known for their single-player games, and that's where they really thrive, but I would love for a multiplayer Fallout. I don't want them to just pigeonhole themselves into one genre, though they do an amazing job at it. But I think they would do an amazing job as a multiplayer Fallout as well, if they put their mind to it. In fact, they probably do better than a lot of the companies that are doing multiplayer right now. And you guys know who they are. You guys know who they are, screwing it up. Screwing it up big time. Alright, I'm going to scrap all this stuff. Like so. Again, I would like to get rid of these bushes because they're right in the way of my settlement here. Right in the way. Again, can I get rid of that? Nope. Some more stuff over here. You know, the funny thing is in my current playthrough, I think we're right here at Sunshine Tidings, and I never noticed these, like, things along here because all these bushes were covering them up. And I've got rid of all the rocks and all the bushes and stuff, and then you can go ahead and build yourself some nice food areas there, which is awesome. Awesome. All right, I think we got everything there. Good time to save. Go ahead and save, and I'll catch up on chat. Let's see. Dishwasher is loaded. Check. Crochet, check. Kismet on big screen, check. A little set for fun, relaxing time. There you go, Chad. Kick back, relax, do some fun crochet, watch the stream, chill out, have a good time. Hey, Louvatar, what's up, man? Thanks so much for the host. Appreciate that. Dr. Snake, again, thanks for that follow. Me Man and Matty Croy, as well as Desari Jit. Sorry, Jit. If I butcher your name, that's part of my charm. Enjoy. Yes. A lot of streamers butcher people's names, but of course then some people's names aren't so easy in the first place. Alright. People butcher my name, and my name's one of the easiest names to say. I would think. Alright. I feel like I missed something somewhere. I'm getting that vibe. Gotta be something I missed. Now this kind of movement sucks when you want to go long distances. You gotta hold the trigger down until it moves. Like this. I would love to just be able to run. Just want to look around real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're good. Alright, everybody. Let's go ahead and build this area up. Now again, right now, we are... Come on. It just doesn't want to get into the workbench. Just got to hold down both buttons at the same time. There we go. Right now, we're just got 4 people, 0 beds, 0 food, 0 water, 0 defense. We got 18% happiness. BGG coming in with the love. Holy mackerel. I was just talking about you guys earlier today. Oh, man. BGG raid up in here. Kismet says just Mackie. What's up, Maggie? Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Oh, you know I love those guys over there. You know I love BGG, Joe and Matt. Like I was saying earlier, I go in their stream. I mean, I'm there for like 5 seconds, and I'm already laughing. So I love those guys over there. They are amazing. Let's give them another shout-out, everybody. I did give you guys a shout-out at the top of the stream. I'll give you another one now. So there you go. Daily Fan coming in with a BGG love. Who else we got? Little Devil coming in. Panic coming in as well. Maverick. Slick Ford coming in. Look at all these awesome people coming in, bringing the BGG love. Senjitsu no Dishu. Hopefully I got that anywhere closer right. If I butcher your name, consider it part of my charm. ACG Sweetie Goodness. Awesome name, by the way. Lunatic saying, welcome, Raiders. Evening, all. Good evening, good evening. Welcome, everybody. Let me go ahead and just take my headset off for just a second here. My name is Kismet. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, we're playing a bit of Fallout 4 VR. My Fallout 4 VR night's going to be Tuesday. I do play a lot of Fallout. We're going to be doing some VR on Tuesdays. Of course, tomorrow I'll be doing my regular playthrough with mods. We're doing the Sim Settlements mod, which is super fun for somebody like me who loves to do a lot of building. I love to get into lots of trouble in the game as well. Of course, we'll be playing some 7 Days to Die tomorrow night as well, or tonight, depending on your time zone, where you're at in the world, on Wednesday night. And then, of course, more Fallout 4, more 7 Days to Die. We'll be playing some Warframe this afternoon, or, I mean, this weekend, as well as with some PUBG and that kind of stuff. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I do play a lot of various games. I'm also a partner streamer, both with Twitch, Discord, and, of course, Curse Unity for Gamers. I do a lot of videos and a lot of fun stuff like that. And we just get into all sorts of trouble. We put our feet up. You can come on in, put your feet up on the furniture. I don't mind at all. Now, I can actually see the chat and you guys pressing that follow button or showing that love, bit love, or whatever it is, actually in VR, because I have it inserted actually in Fallout 4, so I can see all that stuff, because I never like to lose my interactivity here in the chat. So let's go ahead and jump back in there. So anytime you see me looking off to the side, that's me looking at you guys in the chat. So let's go ahead and put it back on, and let's step back in to some VR. Now, the cool thing is you guys are not getting the full experience that I am. And that is when you put the VR headset on, you really feel like you're there. And if you're a huge fan of whatever game, like Fallout in my case, you really feel like you're in the universe. Now, you guys can't see it because you don't have the headset, but take my word for it, it is truly phenomenal to be standing here in VR. It is awesome. Now, I like the HTC Vive. I've tried the Oculus early on. I've tried other headsets. In fact, I've actually tried the very first headset in VR from 20 years ago, a very, very long time ago. It took a long time for VR to get to this stage, and it took a long time for HD TVs to come out, by the way. They came out 25 years ago as well. Long time ago. There we go. The wife-loving, the socks and hoodie, Kismet, the socks look awesome. Yes, I actually gave a pair of those socks away on stream. I gave away a bunch of stuff. Not only that, I gave away Fallout 4, a whole bunch of DLC. I gave away literally hundreds of games, some real-life loot, some Kismet loot drops, some Twitch merch, all sorts of other merch, pins, all sorts of amazing stuff here on stream all month long. I do random giveaways, but usually in December, for the first 25 days of December, I call it Kismet, or I'm Kiz Kringle, and I give out tons of stuff back to my community for being awesome. Slim Dat and BSE Dog coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Put your feet up on the furniture. Go ahead, raid the fridge. We don't mind. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Lots and lots of epic people in the chat. So check it out. Check it out. Yes. The wife does love my TwitchCon hoodie. Now, I got that TwitchCon hoodie, by the way, because I was streaming live from TwitchCon, and guess who came by? Of course, one of my favorite streamers out there, well, a pair of my favorite streamers, of course, BGG came by. I pulled him on the stream live on the Twitch homepage and gave him a shout-out as well, because I really love what those guys are doing over there. They are absolutely rocking it. rocking it. And they used to be a smaller streamer than me, and they've gone on to incredible success. You know what? You should never be jealous of other people's success. You should never feel like, hey, you know what? Why doesn't it happen to me? You know what? It's not going to happen to you if you take that idea. You know what? You lift other people up, and you just go. It goes around. It really does. And they've gone on to be way bigger than mine now. And I'm truly happy for their success because they are amazing guys over there. I really like them. And again, I don't play a character. I don't play a character on stream. I just play me. This is who I am. I try to wish people well. I don't try to undermine people. I don't try to do that. I am past the age in which I am in competition with other people. I just show them some love and wish them the best. All year round. Not just during the holidays, but all year round. And again, thank you so much for that massive host. Thank you so much for that love, BGG. And everybody coming in. I see Slick Ford in there. Kismet, do you know Matt is my favorite? I did not know that, Daily. I did not know that. Now, you know, I think I have more in common with Joe than Matt because me and Joe are kind of the pratfallers, the fall guys. You might see me fall out of my chair tonight because I do have vertigo and I am doing VR, which I talked about him earlier. But what does happen when you have vertigo like me is you have to take precautions. Like in my case, you notice I'm sitting down. I'm not standing and running into stuff and hitting stuff because I would be falling over. And if I do move my head too quickly or things happen too quickly, if I'm jumping up and down and all that stuff, I will end up falling out of my chair. So watch for that. Watch for that. Actually, I was going this way. Going this way. Now, we're building up, this is called Sunshine Tidings. And we're doing what's known as a Wasteland Tycoon run. Now, a Wasteland Tycoon run, that's my nickname in Fallout. A lot of people call me the Wasteland Tycoon. Because literally right now, I am making about 50,000 bottle caps. And you're like, oh, Kismet, you must be like level 60 or 80 or 90 by now. Actually, no. I am currently level 18. Josie coming in with the host. Thank you so much, Josie. I am currently level 18, and I am making about 50,000 bottle caps every few days. Josie with a 6-month sub love, knocking that bit boss over there. Say goodbye to those bits. Bits went flying. Josie, now your chat overlord. Josie, of course, my amazing mod. Speaking of TwitchCon, she was there with me as well, along with a lot of my other mods. Pretty awesome. Your chair needs a seatbelt. I was just thinking that earlier, L Crafter, when I was talking to BGG. I was totally thinking that. I was thinking, you know what? I put a seatbelt on this baby. It'll keep me from falling. There's no reason I might pass out, though. I'll be like, ah. Guys, you guys will have to, like, Kismet passed out. I know that would be a highlight. You guys send that to Twitch fails in a second. I know you guys would. I know you would in a second. So come on in, hang out, everybody. If you're from Bitter Guys Gaming channel, you are always most welcome in my channel, whether you're just lurking or if you're talking in the chat. Feel free to say hello. All my people will say hello back to you. That's what's so amazing about my community. All right, so let's go ahead and go to it here, everybody. Again, they call me the Wasteland Tycoon because I do build up all of my settlements, and my settlements will, of course, make me massive, massive income. Now, I always start the game when I'm this early in the game with some basic builds. Now, one of my first basic builds that I do, of course, is to utilize the mute fruit. Wow, we're 143 mute fruit already. Man, we're crushing it. Crushing it! Andrew Zoo Gaming coming in, dropping that host on the channel, getting those kids caps for those contests and giveaways. Boom! Also, Raven's coming in with the 10 bits. Thank you so much. Now, again, when I look to the right here, I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at you guys in the chat so I can catch up. Now, if you do have a comment or question, if I missed a comment or question in the chat, feel free to throw it in there again. I don't mind at all. I don't consider it spam at all. Sometimes it does scroll. And I don't have the ability to scroll back when I'm in VR, but at least I can see you guys' chat, which is more than a lot of people who do VR. I worked on 5 days on setting up my VR. I had to tear down my entire office, all of my computers, my desk, everything, and rearrange it so I have enough room so when I'm moving this around, I don't just go boom and knock my monitor, which I did, but luckily hit it real low. And then I don't hit the wall too much, but there is a wall right over here. That I can hit. But I'm away from my computers, so I do have some nice arm room, though I might hit my microphone from time to time. Just a heads up. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we did those in a row of 6. And we're going to go ahead and do another row of 6. We'll get over here. Again, thanks so much for that host as well. Dale, yeah, 88 fan. Thanks for coming in, throwing that host. Again, great way to get free Kiz Caps, which is my monetary reward here in chat or in stream. So you guys can earn all sorts of epic stuff if you are a subscriber, as well as you can use your Kiz Caps to redeem stuff on the Stream Store. Not the Steam Store, but the Stream Store, which allows you to do like sounds. You can also request to be in the game, for me to put your name in the game if I build a robot or if I build a board with everybody's names on it, which I love to do. I will throw your name in there. Now, early in the game, I typically don't do it. Usually later in the game, I will do that. All right, so we got 2 rows of 6. Now, why did I specifically put them in rows of 6? Well, the reason why is one guy, this guy, we're going to go ahead and assign him here. Sure. Now, he's going to be able to do 6 of those, right? So we're going to see our food go up to 6. Now, sometimes, depending on how many rows you put down first, they get a little confused. But there we go. So we've got 6 food going, and that's all we really need because we got 4 people here, right? That's all we really need in the very beginning. But I'm going to go ahead and make it where this settlement, because I'm getting a lot of resources now, so I'm going to make this settlement basically kind of set until I've got max settlers here. So we're going to go ahead and move over this way, and we're going to go ahead and set up another row of mute fruit. Now again, mute fruit being the easiest food to put down, the most efficient as well. Let me go ahead and catch up on chat. Second Class Elitist hanging out. What's up, Second Class Elitist? Always great to see you. Aang also hanging out in the chat. Sup, sup. And if I did miss your chat, feel free to throw it in again. Again, I love to interact here in the stream. One of my favorite things to do. What? Second Class Elitist coming in, showing that sub love, everybody. Got himself a new baby dragon. Oh, thank you so much for that sub love. Let's see some hype in the chat for Second Class Elitist. Show him some love, everybody. Show him some love for showing the stream some love. Welcome to the next level of the Kismet Army. Welcome to the Dragonborn. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everybody who does hit that sub button. 20% off right now. 20% off whether you gift it to somebody else or get it for yourself. Because, of course, some Christmas gifts, like the Sony Vive, or HTC Vive that I have right now, is sometimes the best gifts are the gifts you give yourself. Though I am still trying to pay it off, as you can see by that bar right up there. Because, you know, sometimes in life you just got to YOLO, right? You just go, you know what, forget it, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to put it on the credit card and just hope life works itself out. Because usually it does. Usually it does work itself out. Hopefully we get it going. Speaking of it, boom! There we go, the super loot. There we go. You can redeem those kind of fun sounds on stream as well, utilizing your Kiz Caps. All sorts of fun stuff there. There you go. Somebody's having some fun. Hey, King Leopold, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out here in the stream. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got rows of 6. So this is going to be 6 rows of 6, which basically... 6 rows of 6 was going to give us a total of 24. Now, we can only have a maximum of 21 settlers right now. Somebody using up all their caps. There you go. So, yeah, as you can see, we can go ahead and fill that up. I love those noises. They're so fun. I also redid all of my alerts, by the way, everybody. So you can try out those various alerts down below the stream. The final curtain. Actually, is it time for that yet? No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Another 30 minutes. Another 30 minutes. That also is for my mods who put that in there for when I need to do my cut. All right, so here we go. We got 24. Now we need some water. Now, water's fairly easy. I like to put the water on this side, along this edge here. I don't think we did the... Did we do the radio beacon? I think I got sidetracked. I think I squirreled, everybody. I totally squirreled on the radio beacon. Squirreled. All right, now the first thing you should do is the radio beacon. My bad. My bad. I know you want to talk to me, lady. I'm a little busy. I'm a little busy. All right, now this is super cool in VR, by the way. The fact that you can just look up here, fine-tune this baby. What I'm doing is I'm using the controller over here. And that little circle is my thumb. So I can rotate this however I want it. I can move it closer by scrolling up or down like this. And I move it nice and close. And Bingo. Bingo. Like so. There we go. All right, and then we get out of there, and then we can go ahead and aim at it. You can see we can do attach wire, and we'll aim up there. Pull the trigger. Oh, or no, gotta press up. There we go. And now our radio beacon is underway. So we want to have our radio beacons going at every single location. Let's get out of here. Everybody's trying to talk to me. Leave me alone, stalker. Lady's trying to stalk me. Hey, you want something to do? Do some food. All right. So we got that going. So we got 4 people. We got going to go up to 12 food now. We got 3 people on food, 1 person on provisioner. We got 0 water and 0 beds. So let's go ahead and work on water. Now I like to put my water up against the side of the building. It does help defend it for when people attack. Of course, Cogsworth is going to be as annoying as possible and be in my way the entire time, but such is the way it goes. Now, in the normal version of Fallout 4, when you turn it toward the building, like so, it actually lets you get closer to the building, of course, adding more defense. Now, in this particular Fallout 4 VR, not all locations do that. So you can go in and try to fine-tune it like so, but I can also turn it around, because it doesn't really matter, because it's still going to go ahead and give it some water if I turn it around like this and put it kind of out of the way over here. Now I find your companions love to troll you. They love to troll you by getting right in your way whenever you're building. Now this is a lot of fun, by the way. You can be very, very precise. Much more precise because you're looking at stuff in perspective than when you're playing the normal game where you can't really see that full 3D perspective, which you can in here. It's actually a lot easier to see loot on the ground as well. So big boost. All right, so there we go. We're at 15 water now. 1 more is 18, and then 1 more is going to give us the max that we need right now. 21. All right, 21. Now, why do I do 24 food and not 21 food? Well, just person efficiency, because it's 6 people to make that much food. Or, I mean, 4 people to do that much food, 6 per person. That it's just better just to go to 24 as opposed to leave it at 21. You might as well produce that extra bit of mute fruit or whatever it is you're doing as well. Again, this is just a basic build. We're not doing anything fancy because we're very early in the game. Early in the game, all we're trying to do is get as many people to show up as our settlements as possible. So we get this going, and I like to invest a lot of time early. The more time you invest in stuff like this early, throughout the whole rest of your game, these guys are going to be over here working for you. They're going to be over here doing stuff for you the whole entire time. And hey, this ain't no free ride. This ain't no free ride, people. These guys should be doing stuff for you. They shouldn't be just napping all day long with their feet up, saying, ha, 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 Kismet's out in the wasteland getting shot. I don't think so. I don't think so. There we go. I don't think so, party people. I killed him. Tears, oh my son, do me proud. There you go. Laughing so hard from that, says Jen. Taco Tuesday, Gwen. Get you every time. What? Way coming in with a tier 2. With a tier 2 sub love. Coming in. Thank you so much. He says he's subscribed. What's up, Kismet? Late Merry Christmas greetings. Thank you, Way. Everybody show him twice as much love for that tier 2 sub love here in the chat, everybody. Let's see that hype in the chat. Let's see it blow up the chat. I want to see it make the whole entire chat scroll. I want to see it scroll clear off my screen. Let's go, everybody. Let's do it. Let's get on that Kismet love train. Show it in there. Sorry I can't do the love train while I'm in VR, everybody. Can't wait to get back to doing it tomorrow when I can. All right, what do we got? Bed 17. Again, you'll notice I take my controller. I'll put it behind me here to jump back a little bit. It does work if you just aim it behind you. Again, see, look how Cogsworth just trolls me the whole time. It's like, I gotta troll you. And you're like, Kismet, why are you not making a fancy house or something? Well, because I don't. This is the cheapest way to do this at the very beginning. It's got a roof, so most of this is going to go ahead and give me a bonus. Now, for every thing that you do, let's get away from that thing. For everything that you do, of course, it does a happiness bonus at your settlements. So if you got food, that'll give you a happiness bonus based on if you have enough for your settlers. Then beds will give you a happiness bonus, water, etc., etc. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get about 80%. 80% is a good goal, especially early on. And I will show you eventually how to get 100%. But I like to stay right about 80%. That's a good solid goal. All right, now let's go ahead and head over here. And we're going to go ahead and build a nice Kismet kill box. Now, I find they attack from this side, and they attack from over there. And occasionally you can drag some bad guys, because we're going to go over there and eliminate those guys here in a minute. You can drag some bad guys up here as well. So right about here is a great spot for a Kismet kill box. So let's go ahead and get it going on. If you've never seen the Kismet kill box here, I have different versions of the kill box. And I've developed it over 2,000 hours of playing Fallout 4. That's right, I have 2,000 hours in the game. This is my 6th playthrough. I've played through in the normal mode, played till about level 91, and it got too easy. And I said, you know what, I'm not even going to bother finishing the game. I'm going to start a brand new game, and I'm going to go ahead and play in the survival mode, which is fairly tough in the beginning, though it does get fairly easy when you get past level 40. So I said, you know what, we finished this. Let's go ahead and finish it on the railroad line, in which I did. And then I said, you know what, let's start another playthrough, but this time in the new survival mode, which is one of the greatest survival modes in any game, I think. Personally, I think they did it just right. They didn't make it bullet sponge. They made them hit harder and made you hit harder, which does make it a lot more fun. They also made it where you have to have food, water, and all of those things, of course, to stay alive. You also have conditions like infections and things like that you have to deal with, which I find to be pretty darn awesome to micromanage. And it really does make you have to use food and water a lot more. Like, I don't use any buffs. I don't use any buffs in the normal mode. I don't need them. I just walk around, shoot people in the face with my Overseer's Guardian. They're dead. Just as simple as that. But in the survival mode, it is pretty tough. So we finished that in the Brotherhood line. And I said, you know what, let's do another playthrough. Because everybody was asking for me to play through in the hardest mode, playing the hardest way, playing in melee mode. So we played through another playthrough in melee mode all the way through, and we owned up the Wasteland, though I did have a lot of deaths, because that is a pretty tough way. It is the hardest way in the hardest mode in the game to play. We crushed it, no problem. And we got that one done, and now we're doing our very first modded playthrough, which is pretty fun. Now here in Fallout 4 VR, though, I don't have any mods. Playing in the base version of Fallout 4, I always like to play the base version first before I add anything to get the true feel of how it feels to play the game. So if anybody asks me any questions, I also know how it feels, because I don't want to confuse the game with what mods I have installed. So very, very fun. Ahaha! Jen Dude's the provisioner. Ah, all right. And I think that's it for now. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and take a look at our stats. Yes, 6 people, 22 beds, 24 food, 21 water, 3, 24, and 23. 23 happiness and rising. That'll go up about 80%. We're looking good there. Let's go ahead and look also at our map. We'll go ahead and go to our options, show supply lines. We'll zoom out a little bit. How are we looking? Look at this. Look at this beauty here. Look at all these settlements all linked together right now. Now, we do have a settlement down here that we got to do a quest for. And then, of course, I just feel like going over here and shooting these guys in the face. I don't know. I just feel like shooting them in the face. Let's go do it. Let's go get them. Now, there's some bad guys right here. Now, a really fun thing to do, by the way, is actually to build a kill box right here on the edge. Because the kill box will reach them over there. Now, the edge of your settlement right here is actually way down here. So you could build a kill box right here that will fire over to those guys. So every time they respawn, it'll fire over there and shoot them. And I could do that, but that's more fun to run over there and shoot them in the face, I think. Let's go do it. Take my buddy Cogsworth, heal up a little bit. Let's go get him. Let's try not to burn all my action points, though. All right. Now, there's several ways to get up there. If you have a jetpack, of course, you can get up that way. You've also got this edge here that you can try to jetpack or climb. Of course, we've got to make sure we got fully loaded Overseer's Guardian. Again, you notice I got the Overseer's Guardian. I'm only level 18. Actually, I got it like level 15 very early on. So we can try to climb up. Let's go look at this option first. Now, of course, I've been around the Wasteland, so I know the best options. But we could try to climb up, but look how steep it gets right there. So it's going to be difficult to climb up that way. So we've got to find another way up. So let's go ahead and walk along here. Try to make it where they can't see us. And see if we can sneak up on them. Go crouch.
Areas. Last mistake.
Whoa, throwing stuff down, getting hurt. Whoa, man, I took a lot of damage from that sucker. All right. Now, one of the problems with the Overseer's Guardian is that it does a split shot when you're hip firing, which totally sucks. Nice dirty army fatigues. So again, we've got a place. You can see the wire coming down, so we've got a place here that we can do the wire. Now, if you're in the middle of reloading, by the way, I find it takes a really long time to shoot, which is incredibly dangerous and a great way to die. If you're reloading in the middle of them shooting you in the face, which is just what happened right there. Another person jumped down trying to get me, which was awesome. Way to kill yourself, bro. And again, I like to kind of explore around first, see if there's anything, any loot and whatnot. Now, I've got a button here. If it's up, you can go ahead and hit that button to grab it. And let's head up. Come on, Cogsworth. Let's go get these. Now, these are gunners. Gunners usually have the better loot. Whoa! That feels awesome. And VR, by the way.
What? Get some!
Yeah! Anybody else want to mess with Kismet? Anybody else want to get shot in the face? Come on, over here. No? Alright. They got owned. They got owned. I came at them crawling, crouching, so it gives me an extra second or so of stealth, so I can go ahead and take them out. Now, this weapon, by the way, is really awesome when you have the scope on it, or if you're just using VATS, and then you're just like, boom, try to shoot them, right? But I find that the reticle that's supposed to be in there sucks in VR. I mean, it's terrible. I can't see where I'm trying to shoot. Where's my kind of point of shot? Which really sucks. And they haven't done sniping yet, so you don't have the ability to snipe in Fallout 4 VR yet. Savage Gamer dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, relax, take it easy. Hope you're having a great holiday. Hope everybody's having a great holiday today. Jonah with the excellent emotes in there. Hug Kismet. Oh, thank you for the hug, Chin. Appreciate that. His reaction. There you go. He's like, dope. Gwen keeps getting stuck on Taco Tuesday. There you go. There we go. Let's see what that says down there. Miami Fest? Manifest? Something like that. Something fest down there. Can't quite see it down there. Alright. Get out of Pip-Boy. There we go. Or out of VATS. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 308. We'll take that. Still got a 308 our weapon here. We're looking for combat shotguns that might have a 308 mod. And then I can turn my Overseer's Guardian into 308, and that's it, everybody. I rule the Wasteland. I already rule it now. I'm only level 18. I know I win already. I already win. But we're exploring some VR. Now, if you do like to watch Fallout 4 VR, we're going to be playing it on Tuesdays. Going to be doing VR. And then on the other days, we are going to be playing the regular version, of course, modded with sim settlements and all sorts of really epic headshots served. Oh, I never noticed that before. See, in VR, you notice other things you might not have seen. That's a lot of headshots. Awesome. Let's look straight up. Cool. Again, I love the fact that you can really see a lot more detail and see some things that you might have missed playing in the VR version. Let me back up a little bit here. Back up a little bit. Take that, evil car! I might still be too close. Let's get up here just in case. Oh yeah, I took a hit from that. That knocked me back. Knocked me back. Alright, I blow up all cars because cars are evil. They must be destroyed. Now I'm overburdened right now, but luckily I'm really close to my settlement, so I can go deal with that in a minute. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else. I'll go ahead and put my weapon away. See if there's anything else along the edge here. Again, one of the things I like to do is climb up here and walk along the freeway. A lot of fun to do that. To walk along and see what there is. And of course you want to walk along and look along these edges to see if there's anything there. I found a lot of stuff along those edges. Trying to get over here. A lot of things along those edges. And we can also try to shoot straight down the Overseer's Guardian here. To try to get both bullets to hit the same spot. Really? There we go. Yahtzee! Oh, double Yahtzee! Nice. How about over here? That one already looks blown up, but we'll shoot it a little bit just in case. I got plenty of 45 bullets. You might be like, Kismet, ammo is super rare at the beginning of the game. Why are you wasting that? Well, that's because I got the perk that allows me to get more ammo very early on, and allows me to get more ammo throughout the entire game. So you'll see that I tend to have a tendency to find more ammo in each and every container every single time. So let's go ahead and go back here, and we're going to go ahead and use this button. That feels awesome in VR, by the way. It really feels like you're going down. Pretty awesome. Yeah, thanks for nothing, Cogsworth. Thanks for nothing, brother. All right, so we're going to run up here. Now, again, this respawns quite often. Look at this over here, this big pipe thing. Pretty cool. There's a lot of little miscellaneous stuff to find. So we've got it right over here, so we're going to try to climb up this hill. Apparently very slowly. Oops. Do a little bit of jumping. Get up there with your big butt. And again, we're overburdened right now, so we want to try to get in the settlement and drop off the stuff. Now, we can walk all the way to the workbench if we want, but we're not going to. Because this place is going to respawn quite often when you come back here, and you'll want to kill them as often as you feel like it to get more loot. Also, notice there's a tire right there. We'll grab that tire on the way. Boom, got me a tire. And I'll go ahead and bring it up here into the settlement. Like so. And we'll go into the workbench. Scrap that baby for rubber. Nice. And then again, we'll make it convenient for ourselves by putting down another one of these stoves. Because that makes it super easy. Over here. Putting down one of these stoves, so that makes it super easy, of course, to access the workbench. So when you get overburdened, like I am right now, we can go ahead and take all that stuff, throw it in the workbench. Now, I'm massively overburdened right now because I have literally thousands of caps on me right now. What we want to do is get these settlements squared away first. And again, we'll build a kill box eventually that'll annihilate anybody who respawns over there. That was pretty fun. Let's go ahead and save that. Now what we want to do is just take a quick moment here to go make some dollar bills. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I make my dollar bills. First thing I do is I build up Sanctuary, and I put a lot of water purifiers. Right now it's doing 2,000 water purifiers. I had it up and running by level 15, 16. So literally making me 50,000 bottle caps every few days. It's basically an infinite amount of bottle caps that you can make from that purified water. Now I will eventually make 100,000 every few days in game, which is pretty awesome. There you go. There you go.
So, this is the famous Diamond City. I suppose I hope to find more of a gem than a dusty home base. Civilization in the rough, if you will.
There you go. There you go. And thank you to Riskier River also for dropping the Dragon Roar, and BLS Berserker And Talons, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Come on in, relax, put your feet up, take it easy. What up, Sergeant Swagger? I'm having lots of fun. I don't know about you, but this VR is freaking awesome. I'm playing PUBG and watching stream right now. There you go, Steve-O Dog. I'm going to play some PUBG this Saturday. Been kind of jonesing to play. Oh, I hear you. Where you bad guys at? Where you at? I heard you. We're coming back. Get him.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Get those evil birds. Gotta watch out you don't accidentally shoot the guard up there. I'll get you next time. I'll get you next time. If you guys don't know about the crows of the Wasteland, I suggest to Google that. The crows of Fallout 4. Alright, we got a bunch of people to talk to here, but we're going to come back to talk to them in a minute. Gonna put our weapon away. Let's go ahead and talk to the person who's out right now, who is Percy.
Service. Only at Diamond City. We're having a sale on brooms. Oh, no, wait.
Just looking.
Take your time, sir.
Alright, hold on. I gotta turn around first. I gotta talk to Cogsworth here.
Heads up.
Alright, Cogsworth also got another 300 purified water.
Sir?
There we go. Alright, let's talk to Percy.
We're so delighted you've chosen us for your shop.
Uh-huh.
We can skip his
Let's see
dialogue
what you
by
have.
pressing down.
Anything and everything.
Now, the great thing about Percy is Percy has a different inventory than the lady that you usually talk to during the day, whose name I always forget. Marcy or something. I forget what her name is. But she will have a different inventory. So anything that you buy from this guy, you can actually buy other things from her. Now, we got a short double-barrel shotgun, and we're looking for combat rifles. So we always want to keep an eye out for combat rifles that might have that 308 mod. So we'll keep looking for that today. We're going to go ahead and grab that army helmet for our settlers. And I don't see any combat armor, so I'm not going to grab anything there. Don't really need anything there. Bobby pins, we really don't need any more of those either, but we'll grab them, and we need a ton of all this other stuff. So we're going to go ahead and grab a lot of this loot right here. I'm going to go ahead and bump it a little bit this way by moving my head. There we go, because it's overlapping my chat in the background, which you guys can't see, but I can see it. There we go. Let's get some copper. Really don't... get some springs, I guess, while we're at it. And let's see. I never did mark that stuff either. Oh, well. Oh, well. Now you're thinking to yourself, Kismet, holy mackerel, where are you going to get 5,667 caps at level 18? Right now, you only got 3,435, which is still a lot. Which is still a lot. Well, I just happen to have, and brought a lot with me, which is why I get overburdened so quickly. I just happen to bring 9,660 caps worth of purified water. So not only am I going to pay this off, but I'm also going to get their caps, because I'm trying to build up caps so that I can buy certain things, like various stores for my settlements, as well as something we're going to buy here in just a moment. Spoiler alert ahead, everybody. We're going to buy something here at Diamond City. So let's try 508. How close are we? Pretty close. Let's go ahead and do probably one or two more. That's going to be 43. Let's go ahead and do 2. Now, again, if you go over, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Give them a bonus. There you go. Thank you so much for that loot. Now, again, you'll see me just buy 308 ammo every single time. Every time I see it, I buy it right off the bat, because it is fairly rare unless you have the Contraptions Workshop in which you can make your own ammo. Now, while that is going on, we'll go ahead and save since it's nighttime. And we're going to go ahead up here. We're going to talk to the mayor's office. We still got to talk to Piper. He wants a robot butler. Let's go up here. Help if I was going in the right direction. Okay. Jump, jump. There we go. And we're going to head up here and talk to the mayor. We got so much stuff to do in Diamond City, which I really like. But we're going to go up here. Go up to the mayor's office. Whether Cogsworth goes with me or not. Come on, get over there. There we go. And boom. This is awesome when you can just look up. Later, Cogsworth. You can just look up where you're going, or you can just turn around behind you. Super cool. That is really cool, everybody. Whoa, really gives you, whoa, halo. Really gives you that feeling like you're there. That's awesome. Look at this. Diamond City at nighttime. Super cool. Look at all those buildings up there. We're going to have to check out all those buildings. We're going to have to go that way, too. We're going to check all this out. We're going to go that way. We're going to do a bunch of epic stuff there. We're going to do some epic stuff down here. We're going to do epic stuff everywhere. We're going to have lots of fun. Let's keep going. BT0407, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Feel free to hang out anytime. Now, I got a bit of a problem. Is there's nobody here. Right? The door's open. Let's go in here and let's see if we can talk to anybody in here. Probably a good time to save, too, in case something gets crazy. Something gets crazy up in there. Talk to this guard over here. What's up, guard?
No funny business around the mayor. Got it?
I could kill you, the mayor, and everybody in this whole entire place, just so you know. Just so you know, brah. Alright, here we are in the mayor's area. Very rarely do I come in here this early. Hey, there's the mayor. What's up, Mayor?
Excuse me, but I'm very busy right now.
Really? You're very busy standing around?
Mayor McDonough?
Far too busy to talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all.
You're just standing in here. He's too busy, everybody. Hey, Cogsworth, smack him with your thingy. Smack him with your thingy thing. Where's the girl at? There she is. Wow, that's the first time I've ever seen her actually in there sleeping.
Hey there.
What's up? Wonder if I could talk to her while it's nighttime. I don't think I've ever tried this before. Back up a little bit.
Mayor's in no mood to talk about any of this synth nonsense. Unless you're looking for a housing permit, I can't help you.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. First, let's talk about synths.
Wait, what was that about synths?
Oh, no. I'm not saying anything. I like my job, thank you very much.
I bet you do. Chilling out here. So who are you? Let's talk to you.
And you are?
Geneva, the mayor's secretary. I handle all the day-to-day.
Work?
I'm looking for work.
Mercenary type? We usually have a few open bounties. Just check the wanted posters in the market.
Oh, I always forget about that. I always forget about the wanted posters. Housing permit?
Well, let's hear about the permit.
We have one home available. It's in the center of town, right near the market. You can do whatever you like with the interior, and all the tools you need to make your own furnishings are provided at no extra charge.
Well, that seems like a pretty awesome deal, but holy mackerel, cost 2,000 caps, everybody. Details?
Tell me more about this house.
The previous owner bought an adjacent warehouse and knocked down a few walls, so it's bigger than most. And he left behind his old tools, so you'll have everything you need to modify the inside however you see fit.
Awesome. I say we do it.
I'll take it.
Here's the key. Let me be the first to welcome you as a resident of the Great Green Jewel.
Awesome. Got me a new house, everybody. Got me a new house. Let's go talk to the mayor now. Hey, I'm an official resident now. I'm paying my taxes.
I
Come
have
here.
somewhere to be. Sorry.
You're making me want to shoot you in the face. That's super rude, bro. Super rude. All right. Let's look at this. Woo, mama. That really feels like 3D. That is really awesome. That is so cool. It feels like you're really standing here. So awesome. That's probably the biggest fun about VR is the fact you have really awesome control over manipulating things, but also you really feel like you're there. So let's try to go down here without, of course, falling to my doom. Going down.
Are you certain I'm the man for the job?
Later. Cogsworth fell off. Hey, everybody! I'm waving at everybody at Diamond City. Maybe I should be waving my weapon. I'm waving my weapon at everybody at Diamond City. Get rid of my weapon before I shoot somebody accidentally.
Look alive.
Yes, sir.
No, don't look alive. Get out of my way. That'd be even better. All right, so we talked to the mayor. The mayor said, here you go, brah. You got yourself a nice place to live. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out right here in the middle of town. Pretty sweet. We don't have to get a hotel room. Nope, we got our own place right over here.
Shopping at night?
Let's do it.
Is always open.
Unlock. And there we go. We got our own place here in Diamond City. How sweet is that, everybody? How sweet is that? Look at this junk, though. Look at this place. This place is a trash dump. Look at this deal. All right. You know what I like to do. First thing I like to do is go into the workshop and scrap the heck out of everything. Let's do it. Let's get some laser scrapping going on. Oh, I should have got the thing on the top first. That was my bad. Always get the stuff on the top first. Stuff on the top first. Again, I don't leave any resources around. Oh, darn it. Hit the wrong thing there again. Should have got the item on the top. If you get the item underneath, what happens is sometimes the stuff disappears unless it's actually like a junk item like this. That stuff will just fall. But sometimes you miss out on the resources or the stuff that's on top of it. So watch out for that. Again, work your way down like that. There's a lot of resources here. Now, one of the drawbacks of this particular location is the fact that is the fact that you can't connect it to the rest of your settlements. I consider it to be one of the biggest mistakes in the game. Absolutely should be able to connect all of your settlements together and be able to send people here to live with you in Diamond City. There is a mod, actually, that does let you do this, by the way, in the normal game. If you have the vanilla version, I would definitely check out that mod if you would like to connect Diamond City to the rest of your settlements. Pretty awesome. Now, if you'd like to know what mods I'm playing through in my modded playthrough, this is not a modded playthrough. This is just Fallout 4 VR, non-modded. But if you'd like to see that, you can go ahead and go !mods in the chat and get all that info. Now, one of the great things about this particular area is that it's already got power, and that it also gives you a lot of concrete so that you can go ahead and make a lot of stuff. There we go, looking good. I think we got all of that stuff. Let's go ahead. Cogsworth, you're in my way. Let's go ahead and head upstairs here. And again, if you notice, I just take out everything. Now, if I was playing survival mode, I'd actually leave that bed and move it downstairs, or store it and move it downstairs. We also can go upstairs. We have our own kind of balcony up there. But I literally just come in here and loot everything like that, and then I go into what I call lighting mode, where I go ahead and put some lighting in. And this is really cool in VR because you can just look up there, like so. And you can just put some lighting down. Kind of homey the place up a little bit. There we go. Same thing over here. Turn a little bit. There we go. And just kind of go along. Put some lights down. I'm not being really super specific, but you get the idea. Notice how that one did not light up. We'll fix that in just a minute. One of the most annoying things about the VR, though, is the fact that you can't turn while you're doing this stuff, which is super annoying. But just gotta live with it. I like to put a lot of lighting in this lower level, because this, I won't be hanging out in any other level except for pretty much right here. And if I was in survival mode, I would put a bed right here so I can come in and save in here. But I'm not in survival mode this particular run. So how do we get the power from over there to over here? I'm sure a lot of you already know that, but for those who don't, we're going to talk a little bit about conduits. We're going to go ahead and get this little conduit here, and we're going to go ahead and attach it. And that sucker is huge. Huge in this version. Alright, so we're going to attach a conduit there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and say attach wire. And the cool thing is we can just turn our head and then boom, attach wire. So it's running from the power, which is coming from Diamond City. and running right to there. Now, of course, you notice that some of the lights lit up, but some of them not quite so much. So we're going to move our way back over here. And what that does, that sends wireless power. Now, if you've never heard of wireless power and Nikola Tesla before, shame on you. Go ahead and check it out. Google it and check out that wireless power that we could all have right now. There we go. So basically what this is doing is radiating in a giant bubble. Actually goes 2 stories up and 2 stories down from wherever you put this connector. Now, it looks massively huge compared to the tiny little ones that you have in the regular one, which is pretty funny. That the actual connector thing is larger than the light bulb. Perspective of that seems to be wrong. But that's just me. That's just me. Hey, Limeade, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out. Kismet, why do you have Cogsworth as a follower as opposed to Dogmeat? Because Dogmeat doesn't go up in affection. He loves you no matter what, and that's what I love about Dogmeat. But what I try to do is I try to get all of my companions leveled up so that they give me their perk. So I want to get every single one of my companions to max affection. Now, I usually don't do Cogsworth all that much. I only have him because at least he's getting some affection while I'm doing stuff. But I'm actually going to be switching to Piper here in just a minute. So, yeah. Serve time now. Woohoo, you're out. You finally made it out. And again, hello, Limeade. Everybody say hello to Limeade in the chat. All right, so that's pretty much it. So, really, we did this. And the whole point of doing this is so you can travel here, but you can also save here if you're in survival mode. So if I was in survival mode, I would go ahead and just throw a bed down here, which I will do. Now, also in the regular mode, it works great too, because if you want a forward time, it also works fantastic. So that's why I'm putting it down right now. Right now, it's 7:08 a.m., and I want it to be 8 a.m. so I can talk to the vendors, because the vendors will be up at 8 a.m. So there we go. We'll forward time. Now, we can also go 8 hours, which will give us our well-rested. But we're going to go ahead and go with that. We're going to go ahead and save. And then we're going to head out. Out the door. Out the door we go. There you go.
Look.
Hola.
It's one of them fancy robots.
General Atomic's finest. Thank you very much.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had Cogsworth at Diamond City with me before. That's funny. See, you bring different companions, you get all that extra embellishment as well. Let's see. Erich Nakata.
You look like you could use a
Erich
drink.
Nakata?
Dugout Inn's got some cold ones.
Erich Nakata. Well, butchering people's names is my best thing. It's part of my charm. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Come on in and hang out. All right. So we already talked to the daytime dude, or the nighttime dude. Now we got Myrna, or whatever her name is. Name Myrna?
Every
Myrna,
piece in here is worth what I charge.
Whatever, Myrna. But I always go to Arturo
for
first.
Sale. And everything I got will keep you safe.
Awesome, Arturo. Let's do it. You know weapons?
So you know weapons, huh?
Listen, I can sell you guns, swords, whatever. And they'll keep you alive for sure. But the real secret is in the mods. The little personal touches. Install a scope, expand the clip size, whatever. You spend time with your gear, and you'll have the right answer to every problem. Anyway, let's get back to you and what kind of protection you need.
That's why I like you, Arturo.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
That's
Don't
why I
forget
like
to
him.
stock up on ammo.
Oh, yeah, always. 308 ammo. Boom, right off the bat. Give me that ammo. All right. And we got that. Let's go ahead and check and see if he's got any weapons. Now, he's got the big boy, which I really like. He's got some grenades. Let's go ahead and grab those. Keep grabbing those grenades. Keep stocking them. Oh, look at this. Sighted automatic combat shotgun, but does not have the 308. It has the shell, which is a bummer. There's a power bolt action rifle. And again, always looking for that combat shotgun with the 308 attachment. Again, we got Old Faithful. It does double damage to the targets at full health. Great opening weapon, by the way. Great to open with that weapon, then switch to another weapon. Let's see. Come on, baby. Where's some 308s? There's a combat rifle right there. I love it if those suckers had 308s on it. And again, automatic laser rifle, missile launcher, nah. Bummer, bummer. Now, we get a missile launcher. We could get the big boy. We could get all that stuff. And you're like, Kismet, that costs like, 8,000 caps. Well, I could go ahead and bring enough purified water to buy that baby. But not so early in the game. I don't use those weapons early in the game. I'm more focused on, of course, getting the shipments. So let's go ahead and get those first. I like to buy every single shipment he's got because he's got a lot of great stuff. And let's go ahead and go back here to the purified water. Now, if you notice that my caps are way down now, but of course, the whole reason I was building up those caps was to buy that location. Now, look at that, 4,028 caps. There we go. Only owe him 31. Now, does he have anything else I need? He's got weapons. Does he have any combat armor? He does, right there. Ooh, let's get some combat armor. Now, I'm not saving this money for a rainy day. I'm saving it for right now. There's no reason to run around with the money. I would rather have the stuff. The stuff is the better one. Now, he's also got some decent protector armor stuff there. But I really want the combat armor. The combat armor, I want to start gearing out myself and, of course, all my other people as well. Now, see that metal helmet? Metal helmets and helmets in the game are fairly rare, so you want to buy those every single time you find them. The cool thing about metal helmets is that you can mod them, which you can't do with the combat helmets that you typically find early in the game. So that's 331. I'm going to go ahead and pay him for it. Oops. I was going to pay him for it, but then I grabbed something else by mistake. What did I grab? Combat armor. I grabbed something, wraparound goggles is what I accidentally grabbed. I'll put those back. All right, accept. Good. Done. All right, got that loot. I'm good to go. Now, of course, I could go back and come back here again and just keep selling those that purified water off. So let's go ahead and save before we teleport in case we crash. And then we'll go ahead and beam back to Sanctuary. Sanctuary is like the bank of Sanctuary. So if you need any money, just go to Sanctuary and you rock it. What level am I? Level 18. Cut time, says Jazz. That's right. So let's go ahead and cut the video right here. Let me go ahead and take my headset off for just a second. I am level 18 and I am making about 50,000 bottle caps every few days in game. That's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. Because I put my people to work. This ain't no free ride, party people. This ain't no free ride. My settlers got to work, and they got to make me some money. So let me go ahead and stop my video. If you are watching this on YouTube in the future, hello from the past, feel free to watch for the next one coming up in just a moment.